The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Video Sports.
Henschel from the Wildcat. Henschel now will get it in a head full of steam. There goes Henschel to the end zone. Touchdown right through the shoot mark.
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association first place winner for best digital production in the state.
Delmacher rolling out to the left, flips the hips over the middle. He's got him! Brody Highland to the end zone! His second touchdown of the day!
In-depth interviews with coaches and players, sideline reports, in-depth analysis, and top-notch production.
With 6 seconds left on the clock, Gannon Schwartz, misdirection, goes out to the right. He's got a man in the end zone. Two-point conversion for the Vikings!
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association multi-year first place winner for best play-by-play in the state.
In motion, it comes Neal. Play fake to Neal.
Got him.
Eli Mikulkevich down the field. Hauled in by the Cardinals!
Thanks to our Radio Plus Video Sports sponsors.
Edward Jones, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic, Bondi Family Dental,
Sargento Cheese, Lens Truck Center, Right Way Home Improvement, Taco Bell,
Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive, Quest Interiors, Wisconsin Lighting Lab,
BCI Burke, Marion University, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Musa Sheet Metal,
Coal, Oil and Propane, Dufresne Moving and Storage, Marco Tax Service, Winnebago Lutheran Academy,
Bob's Pizza, AirTech, Silica for your home, The Wellness Way,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Roush Insurance, Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy,
Bristol Morgan Bank, New Medical Center, Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Hopper's Silk Screen and Embroidery,
Smith Builders, National Exchange Bank and Trust, Brad Tagliapietra, American Family Insurance Agent, Everson Law Office,
Michaels Corporation, Aurora Healthcare, Vogel Family Dentistry, Anders Auto Parts, Schaefer Auto, Keller Buildings,
Sauer Family Dental.
Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth.
A playoff matchup some 8 weeks in the making, and it should be a good one tonight between the top-seeded Mayville Cardinals at home here at Ray Dunn Field, hosting number 4 Winnebago Lutheran Academy. Here in the Radio Plus broadcast booth from Ray Dunn Field, Jordan King, joined by Justin Schwartz-Miller tonight. Glad to have you along here on Radio Plus Video Sports in cooperation with Jeff's live streams. And we got a good one here tonight, a 1-4 matchup, one that on paper is probably one of the closest 1-4 matchups or 1-5 matchups that you'll see across the state of Wisconsin, regardless of division, but certainly here in Division 5, Justin, a Winnebago Lutheran team that has won every game since losing 14-7 to Mayville back in Week 3, and here 8 weeks later, the Vikings upset-minded coming in here to Ray Dunn Field.
Unbelievable. Like, we look back at that game, there was a lot of turnovers between both teams. They got WLA had 4, if I remember correctly, and 2 from Mayville, which uncharacteristic for both teams. And to go back into this right now, what a time for these two teams to meet. I mean, for me, when I look at this matchup here, I think of, your old school flyway football.
Yeah.
You know what both teams are going to do. I mean, the ball's going to be on the ground for the majority of the game. Obviously, WLA has a little more passing ability than I would say Mayville does, but it's going to be fun to watch, especially with these two big offensive and defensive lines going at it.
14-7 was the final, as I mentioned, back in Week 3. You look at across Mayville's regular season schedule, this was the tightest game, and I got to believe when that bracket came out on Selection Saturday, they looked and they said, WLA, a potential Level 2 matchup, and they probably thought, this is going to get real starting here in Level 2, I would imagine.
I think that's what you and I both said when we saw. We
absolutely
texted each other, and it was the same thing. But these two teams, very eerily similar. They run the ball a lot, very big offensive, defensive lines, which are key. The trenches today is going to tell you who wins this football game, and I saw a different WLA team after that Mayville game. I think we all did. I mean, I think that Mayville game is when they started to figure things out a little bit. Obviously, they had a tough start to the season. They played tough opponents.
Yeah.
And they reeled it in the back half of the season. 7 in a row now?
Yes, for WLA heading in here to Level 2, also known as Week 11 of the football season. Just to tell you about WLA's 0-3 start, number 1 overall seed in Division 4 is Racine St. Catharines. They lost to them in Week 1. The 2 seed in this bracket is Amherst. WLA lost to them in Week 2 and then lost to these top-seeded Mayville Cardinals, who are the 2nd overall seed in Division 5, as Grantsburg was the number 1 overall seed. Mayville was the number 2 overall seed. And those are the 3 losses for WLA, so extremely battle-tested. And I know after talking to a couple of coaches, a couple of players on that side, they're extremely hungry to get a chance to try to avenge that Week 3 loss. And you know what's interesting? I'm just going to bring this up, and Coach Lair is going to talk about it in his interview as well. A couple of years ago, WLA went into the postseason as a 1 seed. They got a road win against Mayville that season. Mayville came in as the 8th seed and stunned the Vikings at Viking Field, moved on to level 2. Here's a chance for revenge. WLA, a home loss to Mayville this year. They get a chance on the road here in the playoffs to avenge that loss here in level 2. All right, this is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Jordan King, Justin Schwartzmiller with you. Production tonight and director is Josh Guy, and our cameramen Ron Lindgren and Kyle Baker down there on the field. Appreciate them, and we appreciate you tuning in here on Radio Plus and Jeff's live streams. You'll see the Quest Interior scoreboard there as we tick under 50 minutes to the national anthem. We'll take you along here on the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show when we continue right after this.
Call PT Tire and Service in Brandon, the automotive experts. Beat the Wisconsin snowfall. Stay charged this winter. PT Tire and Service, full service, batteries and wipers available on site. Call 920-346-TIRE. Put Christmas lights on your tree this holiday season, not your dashboard. Call PT Tire and Service to get those lights in the right place. Over 20 years in business and ready to service your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service, Brandon, 920-346-TIRE.
From our initial consultation to the final closing, I'm with you every step of the way, ensuring a smooth and seamless home selling experience. My goal is to make the home selling process smooth and worry-free. For a smooth and successful sale, contact Brock Fleischer at 920-960-0555 or visit WeSellWisco.com.
At Bernhardt Plumbing, true craftsmen are who we are. Providing customer satisfaction is what we do.
For new construction or remodeling projects, we cover the full spectrum of plumbing design, installation, and code compliance. Bernhardt Plumbing does it right down to the smallest detail.
Our experience with Bernhardt Plumbing has been absolutely fabulous. They are reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and professional.
Since 1954, a legacy of service, quality, and customer satisfaction.
If you're considering building a home, it's important to sit down and have a conversation with your realtor, your financial advisor, or your builder. Signature Homes has client appointments throughout the course of the week that specifically just discuss, is it right for you? Does it make sense? Is this the right timing? Can we be the right builder? Can we provide the right product? We really don't have a limitation to what we build or who we build for. It really comes down to what you need and if we're a fit. And we're certainly going to do everything we can to bring your signature home to life.
Cleaning your gutters is a pain, but ignoring them could ruin the value of your home. Gutter Helmet is the solution. Choose the perfect color to blend with your home, and our certified technicians will install Gutter Helmet in less than a day. Call Gutter Helmet today to never clean your gutters again.
Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is ready for your next project, so be sure to talk to Dave and his experienced staff. You know, from air compressors to chainsaws, excavators, lifts, tools, saws, and so much more. Now, do you have your snowblower tuned up and ready for the upcoming winter season? Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair can do it. Check out their expanded rental lineup, too. Mention the words Radio Rental to get a 10% discount on your next rental. You can find them on Ford Drive on the west side of Fond du Lac.
Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is a proud Echo and Cub Cadet dealer.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 68 North Main Street. Patrick Ellistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 201 South Marr Street. Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. And Matt Helmer, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
We return here on the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show here at Ray Dunn Field. It just feels right being here on a Friday night. The weather's turning. It's going to be down near freezing probably once everything's all said and done here tonight, Justin. And Ray Dunn is in excellent condition. It's ready for a big one here tonight between the top-seeded Cardinals and number 4 Winnebago Lutheran. This is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. You know, the Bauer Chiropractic injury report got Payne C. Shane, Dr. Shane Bauer and Bauer Chiropractic. You know, it's interesting. Usually we wait and have this a little bit later on in the pregame show. But it's interesting. You know, we were talking about the first time these two teams met, and both teams were missing, I would say, key players. Obviously, for WLA, they were without running back Adrian Brenner, who we saw, since they started running this unbalanced power formation that we saw a ton against Lamira. We saw it last week, certainly against Arcadia once again when Gannon Schwartz ran for nearly 300 yards on the ground. Ever since, we also see when they counter that, it's Adrian Brenner. He was not playing, and he's a good blocker too. He was not playing the first time these teams met. Another one of the lead blockers in that 3 is tight end Caleb Wild. He's right behind Orville Bloom, the right tackle road grader for the Vikings. And Caleb Wild only played about 6-7 snaps in that game as he was coming back from a knee injury. So those are 2 big additions for WLA this time around. However, worth noting that Mayville was without Colton Carpenter, and we've seen him over the last half of the year, Justin. He was kind of a rotational piece early on. I mean, we talked to him after that Lamira game because he has really turned into one of the key offensive and defensive linemen in this wing T for Mayville. And talking to Coach Hilber, he's like he's got a little attitude to him. He plays with some nasty intentions out there, and you got to have that this time of year.
That's a matchup you're going to look forward to. Orville Bloom against that Mayville defensive line.
Yeah.
Whether it's Kellen Schaefer coming in there, Stagg or Carpenter. Carpenter's had a great second half of the year. I mean, every game I've done, I've seen to mention his name 5-6 times. Kellen Schaefer, we talked about him. I'm trying to think the Amro game. He was fantastic, and he was fun to watch. But Orville Bloom in that Lamira game, man, he was fantastic. And that's the key there. There's not many guys that can match up size-wise against Orville Bloom. Defensively on the defensive line, you flip to the other side on the Mayville offensive line, and you'll see big 6'5", 265 Colin Ehlers will be right across from him. We can beat a dead horse and talk about these lines all day long because that's where this game's really going to be won. I mean, the rushing ability for both teams is fantastic, but it's going to come in the trenches.
Orville Bloom, 6'3", 260, and then another big-time offensive lineman for the Vikings is number 50, Mason Faust, 6'1", 234 pounds. They also have Braxton Reibel. He's 6'2", 287. And then again, they got some big guys behind them when you're talking about Caleb Wild, 6'4", 210, and we just mentioned Adrian Brenner, 5'10", 180 pounds, but really has that build that you look for in a lead blocking type of running back. But you mentioned it there. If there's a team that can match up with them, it's the Mayville Cardinals. It is a mouth-watering kind of matchup there in the trenches. And, a lot of people say, hey, WLA is playing a lot better football. I would contend that Mayville's also playing their best football of the season, which is what you're looking for this time of year. So early rendition of the Bauer Chiropractic injury report, but want to mention those guys that are back and going to make a big deal tonight here in this one. All right, let's take another timeout. This is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. The teams are just about ready to take the field. We'll head down there in a couple of minutes as well, but we'll do one more segment up here in the Radio Plus broadcast booth from Ray Dunn. And we'll continue right after this. Stay with us.
You've dreamt of the kind of home you want to live in for years. Now is the time to turn that dream into a reality. Quest Interiors has you covered with flooring, cabinetry, and countertops all in one place. From kitchens and bathrooms to family and bedrooms, bring your vision to life with professional installation. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Here at the Wellness Way Fond du Lac, we disrupt the standard approach to healthcare. We understand that common is not normal, And unlike the restrictive healthcare mentality, we dig deeper to find answers to life-restricting health challenges. While focusing on overcoming interference in the body, we go beyond symptom-based care and address your unique physiology, allowing your mind and body to find its way to better health. You don't need to merely get through every day, but rather take control of your life and, more importantly, your health. The Wellness Way Fond du Lac. Do health differently.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
A personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. Their design and selections perfectly crafted for you. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
WDS Construction started in 2005 by Ben Westra, a fourth-generation contractor and CWC alum. WDS offers commercial construction in the cold storage, educational, food, industrial, hospitality, medical, and retail markets. Across the nation, WDS provides a better construction experience from groundbreaking to grand opening. And here in its home state, WDS wishes the CWC Crusaders a safe and successful season.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Bestcraft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
Back here at Ray Dunn Field, look at that get up on the road for Winnebago Lutheran. You can see them jogging out onto the field with the road whites and the black pants. That is a new combination. That's got to be combo 5 or 6 for WLA this season, trying to their best to be the Oregon Ducks, I guess. But, hey, let's take a look at this bracket here in WIAA Division 5 action. And, Mayville, the top seed, they take care of Chilton 41-0 last week. Winnebago Lutheran, that was a good 5 seed in Arcadia. WLA takes care of business 42-26. Brilliant beats Watertown Luther Prep by 7. And then Amherst takes care of business down at the bottom. That Amherst team, obviously WLA's already seen them. That's a school with a lot of tradition going back the last, 15, 20 years. And maybe not their best football back when they had Division I Wisconsin Badger recruits roaming around the campus of Amherst up there, but still a very good program. And, it'll be interesting to see. One of these teams here tonight will likely have to face that Amherst squad, and a really good team. You're really going to have to earn your way to level 4 coming up next week if you can get the win here tonight. Your thoughts on how that bracket's shaken out so far? Obviously, it's gone chalk.
I mean, either way you look at it, whether if you're WLA and you have to go to Amherst, that's not a place I want to play.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to go there.
No.
I went there when I was in high school. When the Springs went there, they played there. You went and watched the game. It is like coming to a Mayville.
Yeah.
It's very loud. There's a lot of support there in their local community. And it's just a perennial powerhouse in football. I mean, they had a 38-game winning streak in high school football, if I remember correctly. ended in around 2018. Like that is a team in this bracket that got a 2 seed that probably could be a 1 seed if the 1 seeds weren't so good.
Yeah, agreed. and for a large portion of the season, they were a 1 seed. Talking about the Amherst Falcons. So there you go. Just saw Gannon Schwartz there warming up for just very briefly warming up the punting leg. And it was interesting. You will hear this when we talk to Coach Hilber in a little bit, but his message this week was, hey, it's okay to punt. Both of these teams have played such flawless football lately. Punting has seemed like a bad thing to do. Well, tonight you might have to do that, and so that was an interesting comment from him. Also tonight, one more flyweight team in action, and that's the St. Mary Springs Academy Ledgers. They head to Cedar Grove, Belgium. They get that big win against Lemira. Lemira looked like they were going to come and steal that one on the road. They get that job done late. Do the Ledgers. They go to Cedar Grove, Belgium. That's a really good Rockets team. Mayville beat them back in week 1. I think Cedar Grove, Belgium, they got this timing passing game. I think they're playing their best football of the season right now. And then a 1-5 matchup with Manitowoc Lutheran, who is having their best season in some time in that program's history. And they're taking on WIAA Fremont. Anything jump off the page for you there?
That Cedar Grove Belgium team took Mayville to a tight game in the beginning of the season, 33-20.
Yep.
And Spring's going to have a tough time on the road. It is going to be a great game, obviously. But can the Ledgers defensive backs hold up against the passing game of Cedar Grove Belgium tonight? We'll see.
Got to feel like you got to get a couple of turnovers there for the Ledgers from their standpoint. All right, Integrity Saw to a pregame show continues on. We're going to hear from Coach Kevin Lair when we return on the Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview. That comes up next. As we send it to our timeout here, let's view our Lens Truck Center Play of the Week. Each week, Radio Plus will feature a Play of the Week, and it's brought to you by the fine folks at Lens Truck.
Each and every week, Lens Truck Center and Radio Plus Video Sports salute a great Play of the Week. Congratulations to Landon Baker from Mayville. He has our Play of the Week this week.
Calls Keller in motion. Hand off. Baker powers forward. Touchdown Cards. 4-yard touchdown, Landon Baker. His 18th touchdown of the season. First of the playoffs, 20-0 Cards.
Baker for the Mayville Cardinals finished up 16 carries, 99 yards, and that touchdown. Congratulations to Landon Baker. He has our Play of the Week this week from Radio Plus Video Sports.
Scotty's Auto Works for affordable auto care, from tires and alignments to routine auto maintenance. Trust the guys at Scotty's Auto Works, next to Pump and Pantry, Fond du Lac.
Your dream space starts with quartz countertops from Quest Interiors. Whether it's your kitchen, bathroom, mudroom, or even a closet island, we custom fabricate one-of-a-kind surfaces that elevate every room. And the best part? We install many in as little as 1 week, quickly turning your vision into reality. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Upgrade now and get more Buick for your buck at Holiday. Like this Buick Envista Preferred Lease, now at $299 per month. Or lock-in rates as low as 0.9% or other great offers on Buick favorites while you enjoy our genuine guest care.
It's impressive how easy car buying can be with Team Holiday on your side. I'm New York running back Braylon Allen, and I drive Holiday.
Find yours and drive it home today from Holiday Automotive, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
At Burke, our mission is simple. We want to bring play that moves you to communities around the world. Our skilled team, from welders and CNC operators to illustrators and 3D designers, work together to create places where kids can explore, play, and dream. Want to be a part of something special? Visit burkecareers.com and apply today.
Hi, I'm Aaron Sadoff, blessed to be the president of Marian University right here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. If you are beginning your college adventure or looking to transfer, Marian University could be the perfect fit for you. Our beautiful campus, our amazing faculty and staff, our Division III athletics, and our amazing mission are waiting for you. Come visit Marian University. Not only will you get a great education, but we will help you become the best for the world. Good luck and go Sabres!
Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory in Fond du Lac, a proud sponsor of local high school sports. Don and the team at Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory invite you to discover who has made Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the community. To find out more about Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematories, visit kirkyfuneralchapel.com.
Don Kirky and staff, Kirky Funeral Chapel.
Good luck to all area athletes from the entire staff at Kirky Funeral Chapel.
Call us when you need a company you can trust.
You hear it all the time, but what does it mean? This is Danny and Heather at AirTech Heating, and for our company, it means we do right by our customers and provide them quality service for superior home comfort.
It means our prices are competitive and fair. It means that we stand behind our work. It means doing whatever it takes.
To whom you trust, your family's safety and comfort does matter. Call the team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742 when you need a company you can trust.
Integrity Saw Tool pregame show rolls on here from Ray Dunn Field, getting you set for Vikings Cardinals here in Level 2. This is the Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview. Fondy Family Dental, Dr. Chad and his team will make you smile before, after, and yes, even during your appointment. Here with WLA coach Kevin Lair. Coach, man, coming off of a couple of big wins. You know, last time we talked was before that Lamira game. You guys take care of Lamira, take care of business in week number 9, and got a really good win over a good 5 seed in Arcadia that has a really tough offense. But you guys were just able to move the ball kind of at will last week, weren't you?
Yeah, our offense is rolling pretty good last week. The coaches did a good job scouting, and I was proud of the guys. We were able to move the ball, kind of the way we wanted against a good team. So that gave us a big boost of confidence.
I go back to that Lamira game, and I know you've kind of run that power. I mean, pretty much since that Springs game when you guys started to get healthy. I guess that's maybe the biggest difference from that first meeting with Mayville, right? You had a couple of guys out, or Caleb, not quite at full strength back then. You guys got to like where you're looking here, headed into Level 2, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, we were reeling a little bit then. We were trying to find our feet from a few injuries, and so no doubt we're a different team now than we were then, and so are they, right? I'm sure they are too. So we know it's going to be a tough environment going in there, Mayville. They come to our house a couple years ago and beat us in the playoffs, and we're hoping we can return the favor.
What do you like about that power? I mean, it's been so successful since pretty much that second half of that Lamira game, and I know you ran it again last week, and it's just it's tough to stop.
Yeah, I mean, you got Orvie and about 6 or 7 seniors, so I like our chances that way, and getting a few yards and maybe break a few. But yeah, that's the biggest thing. We got Orv anchoring us down over there, and we got 6 or 7 seniors around them, and that's a big difference.
What's so tough about this wing tee? I mean, not many run it quite as well as Mayville do under Coach Hilber. What makes it so difficult to stop, and what's the key for you guys on that side of the football?
You're exactly right, and it's a tough, especially in Coach Hilber's offense. Those guys run it to a tee. They got a lot of motions, and you got to watch the guards. We got to have our keys, focus on our keys, and make the tackles. But they got a great offensive line, and they run that wing tee to the tee, right? So, yeah, it's a tough offense to stop.
Last one for you. I mean, the first time around, both teams made quite a few mistakes, penalties, and I think there were 7 or 8 combined turnovers in that game. Obviously, you guys cleaned that up. You got to feel like you're going in with a pretty good shot, despite being a 4 seed against a 1, right?
Yeah, we do. I mean, we think we got a good opportunity in front of us. I mean, we got stopped inside the 5-yard line one time, and we had a bunch of turnovers and missed snaps, and we made some changes and cleaned things up. So, we'll see it. I have a feeling it's going to be a great game, and hopefully we can come out on top.
Coach, appreciate a few minutes. Good luck. Go get them.
All right. Thank you, sir.
There you go. That's Coach Kevin Lair from Winnebago Lutheran. His team, the number 4 seed here in this Level 2 matchup against top-seeded Mayville on the road. Take a timeout. We'll come back. Integrity Saw Tool pregame show continues right after this.
Keller, building trust since 1960.
At Mayville Savings Bank, we're a bank that is here for you, helping you save money instead of piling on service fees. We still take walk-ins, no appointment necessary. We're a bank where your loan is a local decision with friendly employees that still answer our phones. A bank that offers online and mobile banking. We're a bank where you're our best interest. Bank at the bank you own. Mayville Savings Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Let me get you in this used car. There's a bunch of...
Yeah, that's what it feels like at most used car dealerships. Pushy sales tactics, pressure, and no peace of mind.
Schaefer Auto makes buying a car simple and safe, with every vehicle inspected, backed by warranty options, and easy financing that fits your budget so you can get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto, no tackles, no pressure, just the right car for you.
This winter, make your home the coziest place in town with Surefire Heating and Air Conditioning. For 3 generations, the Surefire family has been serving Wisconsin homes, bringing warmth and comfort to your families just like yours. As the temperatures drop, trust the company that's been in the business of keeping homes warm for over 75 years. This is Tom Schwartz with Surefire. Call us today and ask about our rebates that can help you save big on your comfort this coming winter. Visit us at surefireinc.com.
We at the Glamour Shop pride ourselves in having a fantastic team that offers unbeatable customer service at rates we can stand behind. Our motto has always been, let's talk about hair. We're a passionate, team-based salon where relationships with our clients are at the heart of everything we do. Our experienced stylists work with you to create the look you've always dreamed of. Whether it's a cut, color, or a fresh style, we invite you to experience the Glamour Shop difference. The Glamour Shop. Call for an appointment today.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Walk right in. That's the laid-back feeling you have when you work with the Roush Insurance Agency in Fond du Lac. Their agents are dedicated to putting your mind at ease when you make your insurance decisions. They live, work, and play here, and will make sure that they are there at the time of need for their clients and families. Visit RoushINS.com for more information or walk right in. 770 South Main Street in Fond du Lac. The Roush Insurance Agency, your hometown insurance team for over 30 years.
It's a gorgeous night here at Ray Dunn Field and a perfect football weather here, Justin. This is playoff football weather. And, you know, they'll hear it in a couple of minutes when we talk to Coach Hilber, but Coach said, I hope it's cold. I hope it's windy. The cold is here. The wind, maybe not so much. But this is running football weather. And both of these teams do that at a high clip. And it's because of these two teams have two of the best players in the Flyway Conference. In Landon Baker for the Cardinals, their star running back, and Gannon Schwartz for Winnebago Lutheran. Both of these two, I mean, in my opinion, the Flyway Conference, all conference offensive player of the year comes down to these two players. Talking about Gannon Schwartz, almost 2,000 total offensive yards to this point. And then for Landon Baker, a 1,200-yard rusher. He's over 1,300 yards total. Both of these players, 18 touchdowns rushing this season. Two of the best in this league.
It's fun to watch both of them because I mean it's a little bit of a different style between the tackles, hard-nosed running with Landon Baker, and it's a speed game with Gannon Schwartz. Yes, he's gonna get that nitty-gritty move. He's gonna break some tackles, but you're gonna see it a lot more from Landon Baker in between the tackles. And he's going to follow that big offensive line just as much as Gannon Schwartz is.
You know, the two power running games that we're going to see tonight, obviously, the wing T, no one runs it like Mayville does. You've seen it a lot this season with how they run this offense.
I always say this. If you can run a wing T effectively, you have to have the athletes and you have to have the offensive line. And Mayville's got all of them. They got 4 or 5 guys that can run it out of the wing position. And then they got a guy who's a horse in the backfield. I mean, it is incredibly fun to watch, but then when WLA goes into that little full house package that they run with the 3 blockers right in front of Gannon Schwartz, that's almost unstoppable.
We've seen WLA run that And Coach Hilbert said that used to be a play that they went to when they needed, 3rd and 1, they needed 2 yards. 4th and 1, they need 2 yards. Now they're running that at will. If you can't stop it, you're going to be out on the field a long time.
Oh, you could be out there for ages. And both these teams have the ability to give a 7-8 minute drive at a time. You've seen Mayville do it. They can score in 2 plays. WLA can score in 2 plays. The explosive play tonight, if you can slow that down for each team, somebody's going to find a way to get a defensive stop and a key defensive stop.
This is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. A couple of the other names that you'll look out for the Mayville Cardinals, you mentioned from the wing positions. Joe Promersberger, one of the fastest athletes, maybe second to Gannon Schwartz in the Flyway Conference. Also, going to see Kevin Keller tonight. We're going to see Tanner Schneider in those positions. Emerson Middlestat's also run it well from the quarterback position. For WLA, if they go to the passing game in play action off of that, they're going to throw it to Nolan Dragolovich. He's had a couple of monster games of late. Those are some names to watch out for on the offensive side. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll talk about the defense because don't let that be lost. Both of these teams have excellent defenses. We'll talk about that coming up next. This is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Jordan King, Justin Schwartzmiller here at Ray Dunn getting you set for Mayville WLA in Level 2. Back after this on Radio Plus and Jeff's live streams.
PT Tire and Service has been at 301 East Clark Street in Brandon for over 20 years. The owners, Tony and Pam Sauer, are dedicated to their community and their customers. They serve the auto repair, tire, and wheel needs of customers in Brandon and the rest of central Wisconsin. We're on call 24/7 for roadside assistance and on the farm service for customers. For auto repairs, tires, and wheels, come see us in person or request a quote online. PT Tire and Service, you make the call and leave the rest to us. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Bob's Pizza now has its very own dine-in restaurant. Enjoy a family-friendly atmosphere with a cozy dining room, large game room, beautiful full bar, and even coffee next door from Just Love Coffee. With our expanded menu, your party will have no trouble satisfying the whole family. Delicious, legendary pizza for a legendary city. Bob's Pizza on the Avenue.
Gather the gang for a meal at Leroy Meats, Horicon, Ripon, and Fox Lake. Perfect tailgating treats include the freshest cuts of beef, chicken, and pork, along with award-winning sausages and cheese. Remember to stop at the Fox Lake location, now bigger and better than ever to meet your needs. Leroy Meats also provides venison processing. For precise cuts and the tastiest products, hunters know to go to Leroy Meats. Find this week's lunch menu, coupons, and hours at LeroyMeats.com. Nobody beats Leroy Meats.
If you're considering building a home, it's important to sit down and have a conversation with your realtor, your financial advisor, or your builder. Signature Homes has client appointments throughout the course of the week that specifically just discuss, is it right for you? Does it make sense? Is this the right timing? Can we be the right builder? Can we provide the right product? We really don't have a limitation to what we build or who we build for. It really comes down to what you need and if we're a fit. And we're certainly going to do everything we can to bring your signature home to life.
At Ace, your backyard is right in our backyard. So when you need to feed your grass, remove the weeds, or wrangle those leaves, go to the best place that delivers on top brands like Ego, Toro, Steel, and Scotts. Order online and we'll have it ready for pickup in 15 minutes or we'll deliver it the same day. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Shop at Mayville Ace Hardware for all your lawn and garden needs.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Call us when you need a company you can trust.
You hear it all the time, but what does it mean? This is Danny and Heather at AirTech Heating, and for our company, it means we do right by our customers and provide them quality service for superior home comfort.
It means our prices are competitive and fair. It means that we stand behind our work. It means doing whatever it takes.
To whom you trust, your family's safety and comfort does matter. Call the team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742 when you need a company you can trust.
Glad to have you back with us here on the field at Ray Dunn, getting you set for number 1 Mayville and number 4 Winnebago Lutheran. This is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Jordan King, Justin Schwartzmiller with you. Pino Construction presents our keys to the game. Turn your vision into reality with Pino Construction. Justin, a couple of things. I know you're going to talk about turnovers here, but, I mean, if either of these teams can stop the ball, stop the running game of the opponent, That's number one. If you can get off the field on third downs and fourth downs here tonight, if you can stand up in the red zone, that's what it's going to take for these two teams tonight. And I guess starting for Mayville, a couple of their interior defensive linemen that have had tremendous seasons. Obviously, everyone's going to talk about Owen Stager. He's an all-state caliber player. We talked about Colton Carpenter already. But there's a couple of other players on this defense, including Landon Baker from his middle linebacker spot, that have had really nice years, particularly stopping the run.
Weston Teeters on the outside as well. Hey, Drinkwine, defensive lineman he's the defensive end for this team. Him and Bronecki have done a great job setting edges against teams so far this season that run that wing tee. Against Campbellsport, they did a great job. If you flip the side of the field over to WLA, it's Orville Bloom. We saw the impact he can have just terrorizing a backfield against Lamira. Got to find a way to be able to get through the offensive line for both these guys, whether it's Stager or Bloom. Both these offensive lines are very good. They are the best in the conference for a reason.
How about the linebacking core for WLA? Talking about Frankie Wiedmeyer and Spencer Lair, two players that are not only leaders in the conference in tackles, but they're leaders in the conference in terms of tackles for loss. They fly around the field. Both with a pair of sacks, too, this season, and whether we see Mayville throw the ball or not tonight, that remains to be seen because they don't do it very often. That being said, those two, again, it starts at the defensive line. They get good pressure. There's holes for them and gaps for them to fill to be able to get there and make those tackles, especially in the backfield right away. Turnover is going to be a big deal. We saw 7 of them combined between these two. We saw WLA also extend a Mayville possession with a roughing the punter the first time these two teams played. Penalties, turnovers, those mistakes, you can limit those. You're going to probably walk away from a win here tonight for one of these teams. In the last probably 7 to 8 weeks, both these teams have played really clean football in terms of penalties. Mayville, we've seen very little penalties from them this season. Now, WLA, they have to limit the penalties, and they cannot turn over the football because Mayville will make you pay. And it's the same way the other way. You can't put the ball on the ground. You can't throw the ball into somebody's hands. This is the Integrity Sawn Tool pregame show. We're going to head back up to the booth. We'll send it to a timeout. When we come back, we're going to talk with Coach Scott Hilber for the second half of the Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview. That comes up next here on the Integrity Sawn Tool pregame show when we return on Radio Plus and Jeff's live streams.
Just like a great team, National Exchange Bank and Trust knows that success is built on strong relationships and trust. Since 1933, the bank has been locally owned and focused on serving the needs of our community so that our friends and neighbors can live the life they want. Let National Exchange Bank and Trust be your financial teammate for life, because when it comes to your financial goals, we're here to help you stay ahead of the game. Visit nebat.com to learn more.
So my name is Dave Hopper, and I've been with Hoppers for 35 years. My parents worked here. I work here, my son works here, my wife works here, so it's family. But I also look at the employees that we have today, and we have 2 that have over 25 years of employment here with us. So they are family. When we hire somebody new, I don't look at them as just an employee. They're part of our family, and that's what we strive for.
Brock Fleischer here with Homestead Realty. I know that buying and selling a home can be stressful. I'm here to help. Are you ready to sell? I have buyers waiting for a home just like yours. Are you looking to buy? I can sell any home that's on the market, and I'm here to get you pre-approved to purchase, along with finding the best loan and lender for your situation. I'll even go as far as arranging movers. For an easier real estate transaction, give me a call. Brock Fleischer, 920-960-0555.
For over 100 years, the name Cole is synonymous with quality fuels, lubricants, and propane. That's because Cole is the area's trusted source for farm, construction, and trucking companies, as they partner with these companies to help them achieve their unique goals. The team at Cole Oil and Propane is dedicated to serving you. They pride themselves on a customer-first approach and work hard to make sure you're satisfied. You can rely on Cole for prompt delivery, competitive prices, and quality service. Learn more at ColeOilAndPropane.com.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Life is full of milestones, big and small. At Fond du Lac Credit Union, we're proud to be a part of your journey. From landing your first job to moving into your dream home, starting a family, or planning for what's next, we make the money part easy so you can focus on what matters most. Whatever stage you're in, we're right there with you. Fond du Lac Credit Union, here for life and every stage along the way. For more information, visit fdlcu.com or stop in today.
Join Ahern and build a better future. Ahern is a mechanical fire protection and fabrication contractor that's been doing business in our community for over 145 years. They're now hiring and typically recruit over 180 positions from across the company. Trades, apprenticeships, office professionals, internships, and much more. Log on to aherncareers.com to learn about the company and the positions they're looking to fill. Build a better future for yourself and your community.
Okay, let's start with some clouds, some mountains over there, and finally a river. Hey, Dad, look.
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with the Travel Peace of Mind package.
American Family Insurance.
Visit Brad Tagle Petra today in Fond du Lac or Ripon.
Back here on the Integrity Sawn Tool pregame show, we roll on with the second half of the Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview. Dr. Chad, his team, they'll make you smile before, after, and yes, even during your appointment with Fondy Family Dental. Here with Coach Scott Hilber from Mayville. You know, Coach, take us through level one. I mean, obviously a 1 and an 8. You guys take care of Chilton. Sets up a pretty mouth-watering matchup from a neutral perspective in week 2 against WLA. But what'd you like about just taking care of business in week 1 or level 1?
Well, first, it's always fun to play different teams. That's what we like about the playoffs, is that opportunity to play teams you don't get to see all the time. Get a taste for what football looks like in different parts of your state outside of the flyweight conference. Chilton was pretty banged up. You know, they had a lot of kids on the sideline with some pretty significant injuries. Bottom line is they're huge. Big offensive line, average about 250. They play physical ball. You know, the quarterback can run and can throw. So we were really on point defensively, played really solid. Offensively as well, you know, we were just kind of trying some things that would work. You know, we kind of felt Chilton was giving us some stuff, but we wanted to work on some things. But the boys executed like they always do, and they brought their A game.
If someone was just tuning in there and they heard big offensive line, quarterback that can run and throw, they might have thought you were talking about WLA there. Yeah, obviously WLA a higher seed and perhaps does it a little bit better than Chilton, but maybe gave you a little bit of a flavor of what you're going to see coming up this week.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I mean, yeah, the quarterback was a bit of a dual threat, but not really like the dual threat we're coming up this week. And the offensive line was big, but probably didn't play as aggressive as the team that we're going to play this week. But we appreciate that. We understand it. You know, we had a taste of WLA already this year. We know exactly what's coming to raid down on Friday.
Seems like they're certainly healthier than the first time you guys played. They've really found their power rushing attack these last couple of weeks. What have you seen recently on film that maybe they're doing better now than maybe early on in the season?
They're relying on their short yardage game, you know, that they used to use for when they needed a first down on 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. They're kind of making that formation, that unbalanced formation, a staple of their offense. So if you can't stop it, they'll just keep running it on you. So that's game number 1. You got to be able to stop that. At the same time, you can't give up the numbers advantage on the backside, because they can counter it really well as well. But yeah, it seems like Gannon's running with some power as well. It looks like the running backs have kind of found their footings, and so have the receivers. So everyone at this time of the year should be better than we were week 3.
You know, that's what I was going to. You know, obviously WLA playing better football. I know you feel like this team has really grown. Your guys over the course of the season, offensively, you've You guys have been pretty tough to stop the last couple of weeks. What's been the key to that, and how do you keep that going against a defensive line and linebacking core that's stepped into its own from WLA recently as well?
Well, balance has really worked well for us, and two, being patient and just taking what the team's willing to give you. I mean, every team's going to come in with an attack to stop something, and you got to figure out what they're primarily trying to reduce or stop on you, and then you got to take advantage of them in other areas. And our boys really have to learn to be patient. You know, we've kind of gone through a stretch where they feel it's unusual to punt. And that's good. It means that we're executing well. We're not turning the ball over very much either. We're just things that I'm not going to say it's been easy, but execution has been on a level that people just need to understand that it's okay to punt. It's okay to give the ball back and go over and play some defense, and you have to expect that the road is going to get tougher from here on out.
Always nice to have these ones here at Ray Dunn, huh?
Oh, absolutely. We won't want to play anywhere else. We got the field here and the crowd, and hopefully bring a little bit of cold and some wind on Friday as well.
Coach, appreciate a few minutes. Good luck. Go get them tonight.
Thank you.
There you go. That's Coach Scott Hilber. His Cardinals, a number 1 seed, the second overall seed in Division 5 this season, and they're going to try to knock off an upset-minded WLA team here tonight. This is the Integrity Saw Tool pregame show. We'll continue on right after this. Stay with us.
Hey, Devontae.
Let me get a Cantina chicken burrito and a bowl with that seasoned, slow-roasted chicken I like, please.
You have a golf course in your house?
I got a Taco Bell in my house, bro.
Where did it go? Oh, there it is.
Cheaters don't get chicken.
Huh?
Cheaters get no chicken.
I won't give him any.
Ergo Bank, we know there's a deposit account to fit your unique needs. Whether you want to earn interest on your balance, or perhaps enjoy cashback rewards, or maybe grow your money over time, Ergo Bank makes it real easy. From savings and checking accounts to savings accounts and, of course, CDs. We can do it all while offering flexible options and convenient access for a banking experience that's built just for you. Ergo Bank, better banking by design. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Early withdrawal penalties may apply.
Dedication, training, giving 100%. Back in Action proudly supports high school athletes on and off the field. From physical and occupational therapy, pre- and post-orthopedic surgery, to work and sports injuries. The staff at Back in Action is trained and dedicated to you and your recovery. Your personal care plan starts with a visit to Back in Action in Fond du Lac, Kewaskum, Mayville, and New Holstein. Back in Action, getting you back in the game. BackinActionRehab.com.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. We'll take care of what can't be seen. Removing dust? For us, that's a must. And a reminder, get on a furnace maintenance plan now so your home is clean and cozy this fall and winter. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. If you're lucky, we'll be faster than a Derby from Kentucky.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Elmira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Elmira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
We are Hoosh's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hoosh's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Welcome back here to Ray Dunn Field. There you see the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings getting set for this Level 2 matchup. They're the 4 seed taking on top seeded Mayville. on the road. Let's give you the starting lineups. We'll give you the WLA starting lineup, and then we will give you Mayville's coming up after a break when they play the national anthem here. And it's all presented by Sargento Cheese. Sargento is looking for manufacturing superstars for general production, machine operators, ops quality specialists, and maintenance pros. General production starting at $26 an hour plus shift premiums for second and third shifts. Starters on the defensive side for Winnebago Lutheran. Defensive end and edge rusher Caleb Wild, number 2, 6'4", 210-pound senior. Also on the edge, Parker Mullenbach, 5'11", 205-pound junior. In the trenches, Mason Faust, number 50, 6'1", 234-pound senior. Josh Eckert, 6'3", 219-pound junior. And Orville Bloom, a 6'3", 260-pound junior. The middle linebackers are Frankie Wiedmeyer, 6'1", 195-pound senior, and Spencer Lair, a 6', 185-pound senior. Gannon Schwartz in the defensive backfield, along with Sam Polish, Nolan Dragolovich, and that is it for the Vikings. And then we mentioned Spencer Lair, Cooper Schwalbe coming off the edge for the Vikings. Those are the starters for WLA. We'll take a timeout. We will come back after the national anthem, and we'll give you the starters offensively for the Mayville, defensively as well for Mayville when we come back right after this on Radio Plus Video Sports.
A life in motion is a life well lived. At every age and every stage, we help you do more of the things you love to keep you moving, to keep you achieving, to keep you striving. At Aurora Healthcare, we make care easier and more accessible than ever.
Just like a great team, National Exchange Bank and Trust knows that success is built on strong relationships and trust. Since 1933, the bank has been locally owned and focused on serving the needs of our community so that our friends and neighbors can live the life they want. Let National Exchange Bank and Trust be your financial teammate for life, because when it comes to your financial goals, we're here to help you stay ahead of the game. Visit nebat.com to learn more.
From tires and transmission, batteries and brakes, to engines and exhaust, the service experts at Mayville Tire are trained to keep your vehicles at peak performance. Whether you need routine maintenance or reliable repairs, you can trust Keith and his team to take care of you and your vehicle. Ask about free pickup and delivery, no interest financing, as well as commercial truck tire service. Find the service experts at MayvilleTire.com. Mayville Tire, honest mechanics, happy customers.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
From our initial consultation to the final closing, I'm with you every step of the way, ensuring a smooth and seamless home selling experience. My goal is to make the home selling process smooth and worry-free. For a smooth and successful sale, contact Brock Fleischer at 920-960-0555 or visit WeSellWisco.com.
Back here at Mayville High School, Winnebago Lutheran having their starters announced, their offensive starters. I do want to make one correction there. I said that Caleb Wild would be starting. Said that in error. It will be Cooper Schwalbe on the edge, not Caleb Wild. Cooper Schwalbe defensively for the Vikings. Defensive starters for Mayville as well. Their defensive backfield consists of number 3, Joe Promersberger, number 4, Kevin Keller, number 6, Tanner Schneider, number 10, Brady Zitlow, and number 12, Emerson Middlestat. A couple of linebackers to watch out for, Landon Baker and Weston Teeters. And then in the defensive line, in the trenches, Kellen Schaefer, nose tackle, 6'1", 220 pounds. Owen Stager, the All-State player, 6'4", 220 pounds. Tate Drinkwine, 6'4", 205. And Owen Bernecki, 6'4", 190. Not only are they big, they're long on that defensive side, and it's hard to get through all of those arms when you're trying to run the football in the trenches against Mayville, isn't it?
Oh, it's unbelievable because, I mean, whether you get past that first level, you have to find a way to get to that block at the second level because the linebackers are just as good. It's hard to get past the tackle of Baker because, you know what, you see him run the football. He wants to be in there pounding, running hard right at the middle. Well, he's the same way on defense.
Yep.
He does the exact same thing. He's picking a gap. He's finding a hole. He says it every time in a postgame interview. His line does a great job opening things up for him to be able to make tackles.
We're just about set for the Right Way Home Improvement opening kickoff. From doors and gutters to roofs and siding, Right Way Home Improvement has you covered. Kick off your home project today and contact Right Way. For your free estimate, call 920-929-8999. That's 920-929-8999. Or visit rightwaybuilt.com. We were down on the field, so we did not see who won the toss and what happened there, but we'll have confirmation of that in just one moment here at Ray Dunn. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these 5 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors: Matt Moses, Matt Helmer, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Jordan King and Justin Schwartzmiller with you here in the Radio Plus broadcast booth at Ray Dunn Field. Josh Guy, production and directing tonight. Ron Lindgren, Kyle Baker on the cameras for us this evening. Appreciate all of their help. They do the hard job. Justin, we just get to talk about an awesome football game that we got coming up in just a couple of minutes.
It's really weird for me to not be clicking buttons right now. Most of the time I'm doing the production thing, so the clicking buttons thing and being able to actually fully key into this football game. Obviously, you and I, we do our prep work. We've seen what we've seen from both these teams throughout the season. You've seen WLA a bunch. I've seen Mayville a bunch. These two teams, they match up really well against each other. It's a very similar style. It's going to be a smash mouth football, and I'm going to tell you right now, Scott Hilbert loves that.
Oh, yeah.
He was probably hoping that with that rain that there was a 20% chance of was coming at 6:30 because it would have made it maybe a little bit better chance for a ball to fall on the ground or something.
No doubt. You're right. It's almost like looking in the mirror in some ways. Mayville's going to start with the football in their home red with the white pants and that Mayville Cardinal on the shiny white helmets. WLA with their traditional silver helmets, the Viking on one side, numbers on the other side, and they got the white uniforms with black pants tonight. And the kickoff from Evan Cole falls at the 17-yard line, picked up there by Kevin Keller. Here comes Kevin Keller. He's got a seam. Kevin Keller could go on the opening kickoff. He's got one man to beat and a blocker with Evan Cole. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Cardinals. Kevin Keller takes it 83 yards to the house on the opening kickoff. And there will be no Mayville offense on the field. A kickoff return for the touchdown. It's the first one for Mayville since week 1 when they did it against Cedar Grove, Belgium.
You mentioned it earlier that Kevin Keller, an impact player in the wing tee, we don't see him get the ball in the back there. They put 3 guys back there. Normally it's just Promersberger and Schneider back to receive. Keller breaks it up the middle. Great blocks. Wendorf was out there with him on the blocking, and he had all kinds of daylight down that left sidelines. What a start for Mayville.
Mills on for the extra point. He's been excellent in this regard this year. And 12 seconds into this ball game, Milson attacks on the extra point, and it is 7-0 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. First right hook thrown by the Cardinals. Let's take a timeout. We're back with more after this on Radio Plus and Jeff's live streams.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefit and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
Just 12 seconds for Mayville to put 7 points on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. My goodness me. Established in 1948, Capelli Brothers in Diedrich has a rich tradition of quality carpentry, concrete, design and build, masonry, metal buildings, and more. Choose CapelliDietrich.com for your next project. They are a proud sponsor of area high school sports.
Yeah.
Well, we can talk all about the running attack and the defense and special teams.
Just don't kick it to 5. If you're going to go special teams, because it could go right the other way if you kick the ball to 5 on this near sidelines right here.
Yeah, Gannon Schwartz out there. They're going to squib it up, and it's just knelt on there by Cooper Schwalbe, and the Vikings will start their first possession at their own 34-yard line. And here comes Gannon Schwartz and the offense that he leads for the Vikings. We'll see if they go to that offset power right away here, Justin, but that's been their key down the stretch in the flyway play.
And honestly, you can't not respond here because Mayville's got a lot of momentum from that. That kickoff, this place was rocking when he took that kick, when Keller took that kickoff back. If you're WLA, you have to sustain a little bit of a drive here, even if you don't score, and they're going to come out in the full house right away.
Yeah, and they're just going to – I was going to say the sticks were at the 34. They spotted it at the 33. Now they got it corrected. There is that offset power. Schwartz straight up the gut, and he's hit by a host of Mayville Cardinals. First one there, we say his name so often, Weston Teeters along with Kellen Schaefer. Those two right up the middle.
And Bronecki again. Not a lot of stuff's going to get to the outsides here. That's my biggest key for Mayville because when they run that full house or that offset power – they have good movement. They try different things. They run different little things out of it. Brenner gets the ball every once in a while. You have to make sure that Bronecki and Drinkwine keep that edge and don't let anybody get by you because it's going to happen at some point that they're going to put a wrinkle in it.
Officially a pickup of 1 for Schwartz on first down at 2nd down and 9. And now they go away from it, spread it out a little bit, and the man in motion is Frankie Wiedmeyer. The give to Sam Polish. Polish straight up the middle, picks up about 1.5 yards, 2 yards. We'll call it 3rd down and 7. For the Vikings, and I think that's Polish that has stayed down on the tackle there, Justin. You saw the Mayville Cardinal on the stop.
Kellen Schaefer again with Teeters, but another great penetration from Mayville, just doing it again.
We're going to take a timeout, step aside as there's an injury on the field. Come back with more after this on Radio Plus.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Pickup of 1 officially, Sam Polish off on his own power on the sideline there on the far side. First quarter tonight is sponsored in part by Wisconsin Lighting Lab, the fine folks at Will Brands. Appreciate their support of Level 2 high school sports. 2 receivers to the near side. 1 tight end is Adrian Brenner, and at the top, that's Frankie Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer going to come out to the near side. They're going to throw the football. Schwartz looking deep. He's got a man downfield. Defensive back stumbled, and the catch, no, he's out of bounds, is Nolan Dragolovich. He could not drag the feet, and just when he got possession, that toe was out of bounds.
That's the right call. Great call by that official because you see him right here. You see it on the instant replays. When his foot comes down, he's standing right on top of that line and couldn't drag that back foot. Good throw from Schwartz over the shoulder, but Mayville, potentially a 3-and-out to start here, and if you're WLA and you punt this football away, it's got to be a good one from Gannon Schwartz.
Got to flip this field back, you feel. Great work by our camera crew and Josh there on the replay. As you saw, the heel was in, but as soon as that toe came down, it was right on top of the line. So right on the spot that time was the line judge. Excellent call. It's 4th down and 8. And they do have the coverage unit in for the Vikings, and Joe Promersberger is back deep for the Cards, and Schwartz backs up, getting ready to punt this one into the Ray Dunn night sky. Good snap. Schwartz not under any pressure and launches a very good one. Promersberger is going to call for a fair catch and collect it at the 26-yard line. We're going to sneak in 30 seconds of an ad here. You're watching on Radio Plus Video Sports.
Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed, quality workmanship, and getting the job done right the very first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
First and 10 for the Cardinals at their own 26-yard line, their first offensive snap after returning the opening kick. Here is Landon Baker. Baker sprints ahead and picks up 4 before he's even touched, and he's stacked up right there. Nice tackle by WLA, but as I mentioned, they didn't hit him for 4 yards. Nice seam created there by the Mayville offensive line, Justin.
Good hole again. I mean, it looked every hole we see from Mayville, it's three or four guys could fit through it. The offensive line does a great job opening things up, but good job by the linebackers at WLA to get in there, get into that gap, and be able to at least stop Baker after he gets 4 yards, because you have to push him straight up, because if his legs are churning and he's low to the ground, he's going to pick up another 3.
It's a good point. It's hard to get lower than Landon Baker out there, isn't it? Here's the give to Keller. He's already got a touchdown in the return game, and Keller picks up another 3. It's going to bring up third down and about 3 yards for the Cardinals, right where they want to be in third and short.
Exactly where they want to be. They're content with taking 4 yards at a crack, 3 or 4 yards, because that's the kind of offense they play. That's what the wing team does, and they'll throw a wrinkle in every once in a while and get a triple option style or something to be able to do it. But for WLA, you have to get some penetration, especially here. Your defensive line has to win in this play.
Here is third down and 3. Joe Promersberger back onto the field along with Tanner Schneider and Landon Baker. Emerson Middlestad under center. The give straight up the gut, and meeting him in the backfield. Landon Baker's going to fall forward. It's going to be 4th down and inches, depending on the spot. But it was in Baker's, signaling for a first down. That was a nice play in the trenches. I think it was either Mason Faust or Braxton Reibel down there that was the first one to hit him. Let's check it here on the replay as the Cardinals call in their 4th down and inches play.
Spencer Lair getting in there through the gap right away.
Guess who? Yeah. Surprise, surprise. Here's a quarterback sneak for Middlestad. He didn't get there. By that mark, he did not get there, and it's a turnover on downs, and here's a little momentum for WLA as it's a 4 and out, and WLA will get the ball at their plus 36-yard line, Justin.
Unbelievable. Exactly. You talk about having to win at the defensive line position, and they did. It immediately, nowhere to go for Emerson Middlestad. WLA pinched in the 2 tackles, and it was great. For them, I'm going to be honest, you don't see many times where a defensive line flat out wins against Mayville, and that was a victory.
And not only that was not stopped at the line of scrimmage, that was dropped in the backfield on a quarterback sneak. Incredible. Here's Gannon Schwartz on the first down call. He's going to go try the right side, and Schwartz still moving forward. By the time his knee hit the turf, he picked up 5, 2nd down and 5. That's their best offensive play yet.
And it is. And you're going to follow that blocking. And, again, you set the edge. There's not a whole lot you can do, because as much as Mayville's offensive and defensive line are great, WLA's big. And they got a lot of big guys to foul. Now, they come out in a trips formation like this, and they can pretty much do anything.
They're going to mix things up a little bit today. It looks like that. No, going to go right back into that offset power, and it's a false start. And the look to me there like maybe the center had the wrong snap count, because everyone moved except for the football. And Coach Lair not happy as his team moves back by 5 yards.
You give the 5, you take the 5, and it's not what you want if you're WLA, because you had such a positive start to this drive. You got to find a way to get yourself into third manageable against this Mayville defense.
At 2nd and 5, you got to feel like you have 3 downs to get 5 yards, right? And now back to 2nd down and 10. They're going to go back to the offset power this time on the right side. They like to run it on the right side because it's behind Orville Bloom. There's a big seam for Gannon Schwartz, and a late flag comes in. So it's going to back WLA up, assuming that that's a hold on the Vikings. And it is holding out on that edge by WLA. So it's going to be 2nd down and 20 based on where that flag was thrown, erasing another nice run of about 6 or 7 from Schwartz.
And for Mayville today, and I didn't mention this, we didn't really think about this, the corners are big here. Your defensive backs, whether it's Keller, Promersberger, Zitlow, you got to find a way to make a tackle on the edge because you're going to be tackling one of the shiftiest players in the conference at all times in Gannon Schwartz. You have to find a way to win. Obviously, you can get – the lines are going to beat each other up all night long. We know what's going to happen there. It's going to come down to somebody stepping up and making a big play on the outside.
So 2nd down and 20 from the 41-yard line. Here's the pitch to Nolan Dragolovic. He's going to try to throw it. It's a good pass. It's Caleb Wild, and Wild's inside the red zone down at the 15-yard line. A pickup on the play of 25, make it 26 yards. A big-time trick play from WLA here in the first quarter.
Exactly what they need. They had to try something, and you get the safety to bite. Both safeties drop into the box thinking that it's a reverse. Wide open was Caleb Wild downfield. Promersberger at least noticed it in a little bit of time.
Here's a misdirection to Adrian Brenner, and Brenner is dropped by Tate Drinkwine on this near side. No pickup. It's 2nd down and 10. By the way, what are we? Well, halfway through this first quarter here, and that's the first down of the ball game for either team. And for every first down in football, there's a first move in real estate. Yours is to call Addison Jones. 2nd down and 10. That's the first time we've seen that misdirection not pick up anything for WLA on that misdirection to Adrian Brenner coming back to the left. Here's Gannon Schwartz going to run straight up the gut and fall forward for a pickup of about 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and medium for the Vikings.
This is a down and distance that's tough against a lot of great defenses. In both teams, if you're on offense, you don't want to be in this down and distance because it's kind of that in-between down and distance. For WLA here, they can throw the ball. They have the ability. They got big bodies on the outside. They outsize Mayville in the receiving to the defensive back department. That's a big key that we really didn't mention because Caleb Wild is a lot bigger than anybody in terms of height.
Yeah, 6'4" for the Vikings. They move it back to the 12, so it's 3rd down and 7 for WLA. Down here, their first trip into the red zone. Owen Stagger trying to get this Mayville crowd fired up, and they are getting loud. Here's a pass to the far side on the screen. It's forward to Dragolovic. Nolan Dragolovic into the end zone. Touchdown, Winnebago Lutheran. And they're an extra point away from tying this thing up. What a response from the Vikings. They get the trick play from Dragolovic to Wild, and then Dragolovic on the receiving end getting into the end zone.
Nice little just screenplay. Had a guy come across, make the block. Dragolovic wide open. Does a great job making a man miss and breaking a tackle to get into the end zone. It would have been 1st and goal either way. Falls forward, gets the touchdown. Gannon Schwartz on to tack on the extra point.
12-yard touchdown pass from Schwartz to Dragolovic. Gannon Schwartz has also been very good in the extra point category this season. This is up. It is through. 7-7 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. You didn't think WLA was going to make it easy on the Cards tonight, did you? We're back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports. Stay with us.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
They got the
joint or spine pain holding you back from the activities you love.
It feels like if you are someone with the football, that's what it's like, because there's 11 dudes from that are wearing the other jersey. They're trying to absolutely pummel you tonight. 7-7. Talk about that drive there. 64-yard touchdown drive. Key play was the 26-yarder trick play. Flip it to Nolan Dragolovic, the wide receiver. He throws it down to Caleb Wild, and then Gannon Schwartz pays it off back to Dragolovic on a 12-yard touchdown pass to tie things up.
Starts with the momentum. I mean, you get that 4th down stop at your plus 36-yard line. It all starts there. And now if you're WLA, you get another stop here, you have all of the momentum. Mayville still doesn't have a first down. We don't say that very often at all.
Not this far into a ball game. We're about this far into the game against Amro, and they already had they were working on a 21-point lead at that point. WLA gonna kind of pooch kick this one. They're not going to give any of those three tremendous explosive players, Keller, Schneider, or Promersberger, a chance. And they're content to give Mayville the football at the 33-yard line. I think we're going to see a lot of those short kicks from either side tonight.
Oh, yeah. Millsome may never kick the ball deep ever. It'll be a squib kick every single time. And after the first return for WLA, it's probably going to be the same thing.
So Mayville out for their second offensive drive. The first one went for 9 yards and a 4-and-out, stopped on fourth down on a QB sneak. Here's Landon Baker. Nice patience from Baker, a couple of nice moves, and he picks up about 5 on the play. It's 2nd down and 5.
That's one thing the Mayville running backs do a great job of. They follow their blockers really well. They set things up. They let everybody get out in front of them and find space.
So 2nd down and 5. Bernecki will check in and bring the play to Emerson Middlestat. And at some point you expect Middlestat to get involved in this running game. The last, 3-4 games of the season, he was much, much more involved than we saw him during the early stages of the season in that rushing attack.
Might see a triple option look every once in a while.
I think so. Here's Baker once again. He's met by Adrian Brenner, but not until Baker picks up 4, 3rd down and 1. But this is the situation Mayville had last time out. They had it down to 3rd and 1, and they weren't able to pick it up on 2 different chances. And WLA got to have that defense stand up again. It's tough to do, though, on assuming consecutive plays.
Especially because I would give the ball to 24 and not worry about anything. He's going to run straight with his head straight down. You just have to get a yard. And he falls. He might be one of the best running backs I've ever seen be able to get something out of nothing. He'll pick up that yard when he's stopped right at the line.
Agreed. The 2 wings on the tee here are Promersberger. He goes in motion, and it's a false start. Tate Drinkwine on the far side. Got moving early, and it's now 3rd down and 6. And what does the Mayville coaching staff go to here? Coach Hilber is going to send in Kevin Keller. No, now Bernecki once again is the man who will come in to replace. Well, for a second there it looked like Zitlow was going to come out, but instead it's Tate Drinkwine who will exit the field after getting a head start on that last play. So 3rd down and 6. WLA's defense has a little bit of an opportunity here to put some more pressure on the Cardinals. Give straight up the middle to Baker. No, it's a keep. Pitching out here is Middlestat to Promersberger. He gets slammed down. Schwartz was able to extend the play out, and then meeting him was Frankie Wiedmeyer. It's a pickup of about a yard perhaps. It's 4th down and 5. And one of the things WLA defense prides itself on is hitting the quarterback if you're going to run option. They just walloped Emerson Middlestat.
Great job containing, picking the right players. I mean, they let Baker go. He had a guy wrap him up right away after a 3-4 yard game, even if he had the ball. They do a great job following that option play. They pick the quarterback, you make him pitch it, and good job containing and getting the football.
WLA almost gets through for the block. Instead, it gets away, and it's going to be downed inside the 30-yard line at the 29. That's where WLA will start its next possession, and we'll take a timeout here back in 30 on Radio Plus.
Joint or spine pain holding you back from the activities you love? Exhausted from relying on pain medications? Dreading the thought of steroid shots or invasive surgery? At New Medical Center, we believe in tapping into your body's own natural healing abilities. Our cutting-edge regenerative treatments use your body's own natural biologics to repair and restore damaged tissues. Visit us online at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899.
So it's 1st down and 10 from their own 29-yard line here for the Vikings. 2:27 to go in this first quarter on the Quest Interior scoreboard. It's 7-7. Here's Gannon Schwartz. Schwartz tries the left side, and Bernecki able to chase him down from the backside. Owen Stagger in on the tackle as well. I think you got to identify, if you're Mayville, where is Orville Bloom? That's probably where the run's going to go.
Exactly. He's going to follow his biggest blocker and his best blocker, and it is Orville Bloom at all times.
Pickup of 3, 2nd down and 7 for WLA. They're going to have 2 receivers to the top, and the tight end on the near side is Adrian Brenner. Schwartz And that looked like there was movement there, and, yeah, they're going to get a false start. Someone in the trenches got a head start. I couldn't quite see what number it was in there, but now WLA behind the chains, and almost looked like it was one of the guards there that came busting out of there a little bit early. And they do love to pull their guards, and sometimes WLA will even pull their tackle, Orville Bloom. And not many, you need a heck of an athlete to be able to do that, and Bloom fits that bill. So WLA now behind the chains, 2nd down and 12 from their own 27-yard line. If you're just joining us, it was an opening touchdown return for Mayville, and then WLA responded with a couple of nice defensive possessions. Here is a flag, and an illegal shift will march WLA back another 5, although we'll see if Mayville decides to take the down here.
I mean,
I don't think it's a pre-snap penalty, so I think they could decline that.
And they will.
Yeah, so it's going to be 3rd down and 12.
That's the right call. I mean, even if
Agreed.
it is an illegal shift, I mean, it's either 2nd and 17 or 3rd and 15. Last time it was 2nd and 17. WLA popped a 31-yard pass. So I would probably recommend just making it 3rd and long.
Yeah, so 3rd and 12. And now they just moved it to a 3rd and 11. That's the incorrect spot. They just gave WLA a yard there on the play. So it was 2nd down and 12. Now it's 3rd down and 11. See if Mayville's coaching staff catches that. They do not. So WLA, a free yard there, courtesy the officials. Here's a man in motion. It's Frankie Wiedmeyer. They're looking to Caleb Wild over the middle. He's got a jump ball. Caleb Wild comes down with it. You've got to be kidding me. The 6'4" man goes up and absolutely mosses Emerson Middlesat and Brady Zitlow. WLA into Mayville territory. Climb the ladder, young man.
There's nobody that has the height in Mayville's defense and the ability to be able to get up like Caleb Wild. We talked about it in the pregame. He was key for this team. He did not play very much in that game. I think you said he played two downs in that game?
Yeah, I think in total offense and defense it was like 6 or 7 snaps.
And right there you see it. His ability to go up and get a ball. You don't have an athlete on Mayville that's got that height.
Yeah. When I was talking to Coach Lair, here is Schwartz trying the right side once again. Schwartz is going to lean forward, dive forward. He's got 5, 2nd down and 5. When I was talking to Coach Lair in the preseason, he said, listen, Caleb Wild, he has not had a huge role in our program yet to this point. We think he's got all-state type of potential with the way he goes and gets those jump balls. You just saw it there. This is going to end the first quarter here. 7-7 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. As we send it to the second quarter, we'll have our Lens Truck Center Play of the Week here on Radio Plus Video Sports.
This is Craig Larson, sales manager with locally owned Dufresne Moving and Storage. Moving is very important to me, and I take pride in making sure our clients are happy with their overall experience at a reasonable cost and done in a high-quality manner. We have a crew that is dedicated on taking care of your stuff. Call me today for an estimate at 1-800-425-MOVE or visit us at DufresneMoving.com. Dufresne Moving and Storage of Fond du Lac, making your move and storage of goods simple.
Gas prices, home expenses, education. Will those costs always go up? Probably. At Winnebago Lutheran Academy, we can help you with one of them. We are a part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, a program which enables qualifying families to receive a quality Christian education at no cost. That's right, 0 tuition if you qualify. To learn more, visit WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
There, you just saw it here on Radio Plus Video Sports. Starting here the second quarter, Gannon Schwartz gets loose yet again from the 43 down to the 23, a pickup of 20. That's the second 20-plus yard play here for WLA on this possession here, Justin, that started at their own 29, knocking on the red zone.
And it's the ability of WLA's athleticism and speed. They can get a big play at any moment.
Trying the left side again with Schwartz. Here comes a flag in. This will back WLA back up, assuming that it's a holding penalty yet again. They've gotten nabbed on that a couple of times. And there's confirmation of the hold. So WLA going to once again have first down and 20 for the second time tonight. But they dug their way out the last time they had a first and 20. And see if they can do that again. But how about Caleb Wild? We talked about him there to end that first half. I'll give you a chance to comment on it. But catches of 26 and 25 yards in that first quarter, obviously having a massive impact so far.
It's the ability. Again, he's just got more height, more jump. He can hit the vertical. It's easy for him to be able to get up and get over defenders.
Here's a slant play to Dragolovich, and Cannon Schwartz sneaks that pass in ahead of, I think that was Kevin Keller or Joe Promersberger. It was Promersberger on this near side who had a beat on it, and he was a step late. And a nice job by Dragolovich to use his body to get in position there and make the play.
A little RPO from WLA, quick slant, finds his receiver Dragolovich. But if you're Joe Promersberger there, you didn't have the lane to the inside to the football. You have to be able to make the tackle there. You can't try to make the hero play it there because he gained another 340 yards because of that.
Pickup of 12 after it's all said and done. Second down and 8. Snap to Schwartz. Power run, far side. And he's going to pick up another 5 or so. It's going to be third down and short. After a first and 20, WLA once again has clawed their way out of it and now has all sorts of options here on third and short.
Can Mayville get that stop that WLA had that got their offense rolling? This is the time you need one. I mean, it's third and short. You know they're going to go for it. It inevitably, we know that that Schwartz has the ability to kick it from here.
Shotgun snap here coming for WLA. Schwartz takes it there. He's got a seam, and he's going to fall forward. Looks like he's got enough for the first down. He does. He needed 3, picked up about 4, and it's a first down presented by Addison Jones. Moving the chains or moving into your dream home, Addison Jones gets you there. First and 10 from the 12-yard line. So WLA can get one more first down before the goal line as we tick closer to 10 minutes left in this first half. Again, Mayville has not yet got a first down tonight. Their points coming on a kickoff return for touchdown. Here goes Schwartz, far side, breaks 2 tackles, and Schwartz is into the end zone. It's a scamper of 12 yards for Gannon Schwartz. He now is thrown for a 12-yard touchdown, and here's a 12-yard touchdown rush.
What a run from Gannon Schwartz. Fouls his blockers in the front. This full house and this power formation where they got 10 guys or 9 guys in there blocking. Mayville has yet to find a way to stop this. And WLA is going to keep rolling with it and finding ways to get little wrinkles in there that'll throw things off for Mayville.
Heard Coach Hilbert talk about it. If you don't stop it, they're just going to keep doing it. Here's Schwartz on for the extra point. Evan Cole, the backup quarterback, into hold. Good snap, good hold, kick through. 14-0 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. WLA takes its first lead of the night here at Ray Dunn. Timeout, back after this on Radio Plus.
Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed, quality workmanship, and getting the job done right the very first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
Got pain? See Shane. Dr. Shane Bauer at Bauer Chiropractic. Dr. Bauer can help relieve pain in arthritic knees, reduce or relieve pain from degenerative and herniated lumbar discs in your back. Dr. Bauer's laser treatment relieves pain and inflammation. Works like cortisone without the side effects. Dr. Bauer also offers custom orthotics for proper back posture. Since 1998, this area has trusted the team at Bauer Chiropractic. So if you've got pain, see Shane at Bauer Chiropractic.
We return here, Level 2 football at Ray Dunn. Thanks to Sarower Family Dental for being part of our high school sports coverage. Dr. Todd Sarower is proud to announce the addition of his son, Dr. Brady Sarower, to their new office on South Main Street. Come visit them and see how Sarower Family is making you smile generation after generation. Here goes Tanner Schneider, and a good return by Schneider. The ball came out late. We'll see what the call is. Was Schneider on the ground? No, he was not. The far side official is pointing in WLA's direction. We'll get confirmation of that in just a moment. But the far side official pointed WLA's way, and it looks like Mayville's defense is running out on the field. One quick word there for Sir Family Dental. Visit SirHowardDental.com today.
That was a close one. I mean, kind of looking at it on the replay, looked like the shoulder might have been down before the ball came out. But WLA's got the ball back. And now all of a sudden you get a chance to go up 2 scores against this Mayville team, which doesn't happen very often. And Coach Hilber is variably upset. He's saying he was down. He was down.
Yeah, and Coach Hilbert just is looking for an explanation, if nothing else. Here we'll re-rack it here on the replay once again. It was Schneider on the return. And, oh, man, that is mighty close. Hard to see where the football is on that, but looked like the top of his helmet might have hit the ground. Impossible for us to tell, certainly, from up here, but a big call. And here's a double move on the outside. Dragolovich going downfield. Did he keep the feet in this time? No, he did not. For the second time, the twinkle toe tap from Nolan Dragolovich was close, but not to be. The fake quarterback draw and the launch down the field to Dragolovich. Nice play by Zitlow. Tell you what, Zitlow and Middlestadt have made 4 really nice plays defensively, and all 4 of them, the WLA guy came down with it just because of the size advantage that you mentioned in the back end.
Zitlow did a great job forcing Dragolovich too far outside.
Agreed.
Making him make that move along the sideline where he's going to catch it if he's going to step out of bounds.
Here is Brenner. Adrian Brenner cuts back to the middle. Stager meets him there. Brunecki helps ride him down. Check that. That's Drinkwine. And it's 3rd down and 5 on a nice carry from Adrian Brenner. 3rd down and manageable here for the Vikings.
And 3rd and 5 is okay because this is 4-down territory. You're on your plus 38-yard line. That they've been getting 5 yards at a crack on the QB power with the blockers in front. So a little bit of an overload. You run that, I would very well think they're going to pick up 5.
So 3rd down and 5. They're going to go to that power offset formation again to the left side. Schwartz tries the left side, falls forward, picks up a pair. It's going to be 4th down and 3, and now it's a little bit of a think, although kind of no man's land. Punting here doesn't do a ton for you unless you're really trying to, get something in that coffin corner.
That's about the only option you have. It's a pooch punt if you're punting.
But otherwise, you feel like you probably got to go for this.
There's only one kicker in the Flyway Conference that can make this.
Yeah, we gotta give a shout out to Ethan Van Beek. Hit a 52-yarder earlier this year against WLA, actually. Hit a 40-yarder last week against Grantsburg as Laconia closed out their season. WLA believes they can get 3 yards with Gannon Schwartz behind this power. Looks like it's going to be actually a screen pass. No, Schwartz is going to pop it over. This is incomplete. Well covered in the backside by Emerson Middlestadt. The Mayville quarterback, watch him read this out here, stand right with Adrian Brenner and forcing that throw incomplete. Nice play.
A little bit overthrown, too, by Schwartz, but Devin Wendorf doing a great job coming off the edge there and forcing Schwartz way far outside, not giving him a look to be able to go upfield and run for.
So Mayville turns WLA over on downs. High School Sports Today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these 5 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors: Matt Moses, Matt Helmer, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones making sense of investing. Mayville takes a timeout. We'll take it with them here on Radio Plus. Back after this.
A life in motion is a life well lived. At every age and every stage, we help you do more of the things you love. To keep you moving. To keep you achieving. To keep you striving. At Aurora Healthcare, we make care easier and more accessible than ever.
Thanks for joining us this evening on Radio Plus Video Sports. Mayville coming out of the timeout. Justin, you got a couple of area scores that we can keep them updated with so they can stay right here with us at Ray Dunn.
Other in Flyway Conference action, Springs taking on Cedar Grove Belgium, down 10-0 with Cedar Grove driving. Oakfield, an 8-man, up 22-0 over Sevastopol, which when I talked to Coach Rickard, he thought that might be one of their toughest teams to play.
Ho-hum. Here comes Tanner Schneider, and Schneider's got a first down. Presented by Addison Jones. He's near midfield, a pickup of 13 on the play. And how about that confidence from Scott Hilver? Go right back to Tanner Schneider. We had the fumble on the kickoff. Show your confidence in one of your best running backs.
And we haven't seen a lot of wing-back dives from them yet. It's been Landon Baker predominantly to start this game. They have to find a way to get Promersberger, Schneider, and Keller more involved in this offense.
Well, that was their 8th offensive play.
They finally picked up a first down.
They finally picked up a first down. Mayville's drives tonight, they had the 83-yard touchdown return on the opening kickoff, 4 and out, 3 and out, and then a fumble on the last kickoff, and obviously able to turn WLA over on downs, get the football near midfield right here. Here's Joe Promersberger. Promersberger going to try the far side. Stiff arms a man to the ground. That's a tough, angry run from Joe Promersberger, and he's got himself a first down. A pickup of 10, and they're into WLA territory for the first time on offense.
Give the ball to your playmakers, and it's working for the Cards on this drive. Both 10-yard runs from Schneider and Promersberger. These two guys have the ability to break one at any moment. And Baker can too, but he doesn't have that breakaway speed that Schneider and Promersberger have.
So Mayville finally moving the football here, back-to-back first down runs. And they come right back out in the wing tee, as they always do. The give to Baker this time. Baker falls forward. That is a nice job. That's to your point there, his ability to just keep the momentum falling forward, picks up 5.
Looks like he should pick up 2, and he picks up 5. He spins out of a tackle and just falls forward.
They're going to move it back another yard here. I thought he was down to the 36. They mark it at the 37, so second down and 6. On a nice pickup on first down from Landon Baker. And we'll see what second down call these Cards come up with 6.5 minutes till halftime. Keller's in there along with Schneider. The give is to Schneider. Schneider's got a hole on this near side, and he's able to pick up 5, and then a scrum there, and it's going to be third down and a yard for the Cardinals. And this will be the third possession that they've had third down and 1, and they haven't picked up a first down yet in this position. Hard to believe.
And this is definite 4-down territory.
No doubt.
Because, I mean, you got 5:50 to go in the half. WLA is going to get the football at the half. So you got to get points here. You can't let them get more momentum with another fourth down stop.
Landon Baker right behind Emerson Middlestat. The give to Schneider once again, and they're going to keep riding that wing T dive, as you mentioned, and he needed a yard, picked up about 4. They're down inside the 30 at the 27. Nice play. Hey, if it works, just as WLA does, might as well keep running it, Justin.
Follow your honorable mention all-state tackle.
That's a good idea.
Let 75 get out there and get in space and block somebody.
Owen Stager will lead you to the promised land, huh?
It's the same thing you see on the other side of the ball. I mean, they foul their big tackles, and it's the way it works. Even for Mayville, they got 2 of them, though. You can foul Ehlers as well.
Middlestat sets his line. The give to Baker. Baker leans forward and once again picks up about 6. It's going to be second down in either 3 or 4. You know, the other thing that's so impressive about Landon Baker, in the wing tee, you don't get the normal running back depth that every other running back gets. When you hit the line of scrimmage, you've only had 2 or 3 steps. The power he's able to generate in such a short period of time is really, really impressive.
He's basically a fullback is the actual explanation of what his position is in a wing tee, but he runs like he is a power running back.
They're going to give it to him yet again here on the left side. He dives forward. He's going to be close to first down yardage, but maybe just a hair shy. It's going to be third down and about half a yard for the Cardinals.
Mayville doing a good job ticking clock here, too. Now, but just about 4:20 to go in this half. If you can get yourself to score here with 2 minutes to go, you kind of handcuff WLA a little bit.
I agree with that. And WLA is going to get the football to start the second half. So to your point, obviously operative number 1 is you want to score, but can you bleed some of this clock away? That's a good point. Here is Baker and a flag. Did Mayville move? They did. Third down and less than a yard. Might even have been less than half a yard. And it's going to be third down and a long 5 now. Did not see who that was. That moved a little bit early, but a 5-yard penalty will back the Cards up.
And they've done this before, too. They had that 3rd and 1 and just found a way. They lost 5, couldn't get that. Now we'll see if maybe they throw a wrinkle in here. We haven't seen them throw the ball yet. And last week, for some reason, they threw the ball 8 times. I haven't seen that all year.
The first time these two teams met, there was a big play down the field to Tate Drinkwine. Instead, it's going to be Baker here, straight up the middle. Baker's going to get the penalty yardage back, and it's going to be 4th down and right where they were before. About half a yard to pick up on a big 4th down here. The second one offensively for Mayville tonight. And this one's in the red zone.
And he didn't like that spot either. He thought he had that first down. But you've seen Mayville run that quarterback sneak, but it didn't work against this stout defensive line of WLA before. We'll see what they go with here.
You mentioned it. I'm giving it to the guy who's rushed for 1,300 yards this season. Instead, it's going to be Middlestat again, and Middlestat's got it this time. Again, needed only about half a yard. He got about a yard. And it's a first down presented by Addison Jones. For every first down in football, there's a first move in real estate. Yours is to call Addison Jones. First down inside the red zone at the 17-yard line for Mayville as the clock ticks towards 3 minutes here in the second quarter.
What Middlestat didn't do on that last QB sneak was foul his guard and get himself into a gap. He just went straight ahead. He did a good job getting into that gap there and falling forward and picking up the first down.
That patience is hard to come by, isn't it? When you know you just need let me just dive as hard as I can. But that's a good point. Let that block develop. Picked up the yard he needed. First down and 10 from the 17 for this Cardinal offense that has been so good this season. Man in motion is Schneider. He's got the carry. He's going to cut past the WLA player. He just left one of the WLA players. That's Dragolovich just in the dust. Pickup of 7 for Schneider. What a move here on the edge. You see him just set that up and juke right past Dragolovich. He's down at the 10.
Then stiff arms a man, spins out of another tackle to finish and just gets knocked out of bounds. What a run from Tanner Schneider.
Got to credit his response after the fumble on the kickoff. That did not turn into any points for WLA. And Mayville down at the 10-yard line. Schneider in motion once again. The give to Baker. Oh, no, it's a keeper for Middlestat. Tell you what, Baker might have gone into the end zone with very little resistance there. Instead, Middlestat still picks up the first down based on that spot, so it should be first and goal from the 7, and it will.
Now you got first and goal with 2:22 to go in this half. Mayville has killed the clock on this drive, and especially in the red zone so far.
That's exactly what Coach Hilber wants. I mean, just to a T, to a wing T, what he wanted. First down and goal from the 7. Middlestat goes back under center, sends Schneider in motion. The give to Baker. Baker up the middle, and somehow manufactures 4 out of that. He's down to the 3. Are you kidding me?
He's met immediately. He was met at the line of scrimmage, kept his feet moving. His offensive line kept pushing forward, and WLA's going to burn a timeout.
They want some time left if Mayville is to score this. We'll take it with them. You're watching Level 2 football between the Cards and the Vikings on Radio Plus.
WDS Construction started in 2005 by Ben Westra, a fourth-generation contractor and CWC alum. WDS offers commercial construction in the cold storage, educational, food, industrial, hospitality, medical, and retail markets. Across the nation, WDS provides a better construction experience from groundbreaking to grand opening. And here in its home state, WDS wishes the CWC Crusaders a safe and successful season.
So coming out of the timeout from WLA, we've been talking about the time. Obviously, Coach Kevin Lair recognizes that as well. Second down and goal from about the 3-yard line. He realizes the need to preserve some time for his. They've been explosive enough on offense to be able to use a minute and a half or so to be able to put points on the board.
You know that he was smart enough to burn that timeout.
Yeah.
You know what you're getting from Coach Lair, especially and even on the other side of the ball.
Here is Baker. Baker straight up the middle. Cooper Schwalbe met him in the backfield, and it was finished off by Orville Bloom. And we'll see if Coach Lair decides to take another timeout. I figured he would probably double down with the timeouts, but he is not. So he's going to let this bleed, maybe save one for his offense perhaps.
Both teams with a pair of timeouts left and 1:30 to go in the half. Mayville's content with them taking these two plays and taking the 2 yards and scoring like that. If they get a yard here, they're okay getting another tush push or something to get that touchdown.
3rd down and goal from about the 1.5 yards. It's just outside the 1 yard line. Mayville's going to take a timeout here, and Coach Hilber is he's out there pretty quick with some words of encouragement, we'll say. Back after a break on Radio Plus.
Angling only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
So coming out of this timeout here for the Cardinals, once again, Mayville took that timeout, so still 2 timeouts left for WLA, who leads 14-7 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard here in the second quarter.
1:12 to go in the half here. Mayville trying to punch it in from 2 yards on a third and goal from the 2.
Here is Baker. Baker on the, it's Middlestad. Middlestad stumbled there. I don't know if that was the play call, but it works for the Cards. He looked like he stumbled in the backfield. Check it on the replay. I don't know if I don't think that was meant to happen. He stumbled, and the exchange was not going to happen cleanly between he and Baker. And the Viking player there, I think was Bloom or Eckert, trying to track him down from the backside.
Eckert blew it up, and he knocked Middlestad back a hair, and Middlestad kept his feet, gets around to the outside, had his pitch man with him. So I would tend that it was some sort of option play. Mills for the extra point.
And it is good. 14-14 tied up on the Quest Interiors scoreboard on an awesome athletic play from Emerson Middlestad. We'll take another timeout. Back in 30 seconds on Radio Plus.
Upgrade now and get more vehicle for your buck during the truck season sale at Holiday. Lease this new GMC Sierra Elevation at $449 per month, or score rates as low as 0.9% plus generous cash incentives on a new Sierra while you enjoy our genuine guest care.
It's impressive how easy car buying can be with Team Holiday on your side. I'm New York running back Braylon Allen, and I drive Holiday.
Find yours and drive it home today from Holiday Automotive, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
This winter, make your home the coziest place in town with Surefire Heating and Air Conditioning. For 3 generations, the Surefire family has been serving Wisconsin homes, bringing warmth and comfort to your families just like yours. As the temperatures drop, trust the company that's been in the business of keeping homes warm for over 75 years. This is Tom Schwartz with Surefire. Call us today and ask about our rebates that can help you save big on your comfort this coming winter. Visit us at surefireinc.com.
A 64-yard scoring drive for the Cardinals to tie things up at 14 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. And I said it going to break, that was extremely athletic from Emerson Middlestad to keep his balance and run that thing in. Here's a seam. It's going to come back for a hold anyway. It looks like Frankie Wiedmeyer, sometimes hard with the gray on the white. It is Wiedmeyer on the return. 2 flags came flying in, and this one is going to come back and be inside the 25-yard line after they march off the holding penalty on the Vikings. It'll likely be at about the 21-yard line. As they call this penalty, let's squeeze in 30 seconds from one of our sponsors.
Gather the gang for a meal at Leroy Meats, Horicon, Ripon, and Fox Lake. Perfect tailgating treats include the freshest cuts of beef, chicken, and pork, along with award-winning sausages and cheese. Remember to stop at the Fox Lake location, now bigger and better than ever, to meet your needs. Leroy Meats also provides venison processing. For precise cuts and the tastiest products, hunters know to go to Leroy Meats. Find this week's lunch menu, coupons, and hours at LeroyMeats.com. Nobody beats Leroy Meats.
So we're back here. We're going to see the end of this call. There's a face mask on Mayville, so it's offsetting penalties. And I guess from a Mayville perspective, at least a little time drained off the clock during that first kick, and they can kick it again here. By the way, just a moment ago, you saw our advertisement from our friends at Holiday Automotive. Coming up at halftime, we'll have our Holiday halftime show, so stick around for that as we recap this first half. It's been a dandy. We knew it was going to be this way, and it has lived up to the billing. So Milsno will kick off yet again, and he's going to kick it to Frankie Wiedmeyer. Schwartz runs around, and you got to always be careful on the flip there. But Wiedmeyer goes straight up the middle, gets it out to about the 32, 33-yard line. We'll check the spot, and that's where WLA will start this next drive. We would assume the last drive of the first half.
You know what I love about that? Owen Milsna, every time he kicks the football, he is always one of the first guys there to make the tackle. He is busting downfield. From a kicker's perspective, that is probably the prototypical kicker for Scott Hilbert.
Hey, that is you're absolutely right. He is always in the mix. Not afraid to stick his nose in it. Although I will say this. You don't want the guy to get hurt if this should come down to a field goal, which it very well could. Wiedmeyer goes in motion. The pitch to Frankie Wiedmeyer from Schwartz. Tries the left side. Oh, what a play by Tate Drinkwine to get off the block out there of Adrian Brenner and take down Frankie Wiedmeyer for a gain of nothing, 2nd and 10. Clock ticks under 40 seconds to go till halftime.
We talked about setting the edge for both teams. Bronecki and that time Drinkwine did a great job, but Drinkwine had a couple of penalties already, and good for him to get back into it, keep rolling, because I know Scott's going to keep going to his guys. It's the same thing on the other side. Coach Lair's going to keep going to their guys.
Once again, WLA will get the football to start the second half. Once again, Wiedmeyer in motion. They're going to try to throw the ball down the field. Schwartz now has a lane here on the near side. Got to be careful with Gannon Schwartz. Can he get out of bounds? Yes, he will. Near the 50-yard line for Gannon Schwartz. It's going to be pickup of about 17 yards. Depending the spot, they're going to mark it at the 49. Let's call it 16 on the pickup for Schwartz. It's a first down presented by Addison Jones. 7 seconds left in this first half.
7 seconds is a lot of time, and for WLA, it's throw ball. No, you got to throw the ball. I mean, you can try to run it, but I hard to run 49 yards.
I would agree with that. Timeout, WLA. We'll take it with them. We'll finish up this first half of action right after this on Radio Plus.
It's more than just a job. It truly is a family. They value you, great pay, great benefits. They definitely care about setting people up for success in their retirement years. I don't see a reason to want to leave.
Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory in Fond du Lac, a proud sponsor of local high school sports. Don and the team at Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory invite you to discover who has made Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the community. To find out more about Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematories, visit kirkyfuneralchapel.com.
Don Kirky and staff, Kirky Funeral Chapel.
Good luck to all area athletes from the entire staff at Kirky Funeral Chapel.
Back here at Ray Dunn, Jordan King and Justin Schwartzmiller with you here in the Radio Plus broadcast booth in Mayville, Wisconsin. 51 yards away from the end zone are the Vikings. What did Coach Lair cook up in that timeout? We're going to find out in just a moment. Man out wide. They're going to go with the heavy-set personnel. They're going to see if they can't pick this up on the ground. There goes Gannon Schwartz. He's got a seam. Look out now. Zillow's in the backfield. Schwartz going to try to get out of bounds. Not in time. That's the end of this first half. We'll see if they put any time on. I don't think they will. It looked like it ticked to 0 before Schwartz went out of bounds. So that's the end of this first half. 14-14 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. I'm just going to keep it here for one moment as these officials huddle up. I don't want to send it to our halftime break. The Mayville Cardinals are already halfway to the end zone, and Coach Hilbert is not happy they're even having a discussion about this. I thought it was pretty clearly down to 0. I thought. But we'll see. No, that's the half. So WLA, Gannon Schwartz picks up about 15, 20 yards on the pickup, but does not get out of bounds in time. All right. It's halftime. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back with our Holiday Automotive halftime show. That comes up next on Radio Plus Video Sports.
The Mayville Gun Club proudly supports high school athletics. The Mayville Gun Club is open to the public and welcomes you to enjoy their facilities. Whether you want to sharpen your skills or spectate, you'll love the beautiful clubhouse overlooking 50 wooded acres filled with wildlife. You're sure to appreciate the gorgeous views, along with draft, skeet, and sporting clay course. For all upcoming event information, league details, and listing of membership benefits, visit MayvilleGunClub.com. The Mayville Gun Club, where enjoyment comes naturally.
Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is ready for your next project, so be sure to talk to Dave and his experienced staff. You know, from air compressors to chainsaws, excavators, lifts, tools, saws, and so much more. Now, do you have your snowblower tuned up and ready for the upcoming winter season? Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair can do it. Check out their expanded rental lineup, too. Mention the words Radio Rental to get a 10% discount on your next rental. You can find them on Ford Drive on the west side of Fond du Lac.
Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is a proud Echo and Cub Cadet dealer.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. Here's what I mean. Things off kilter? Might need a new furnace cleaning and a filter. Dust and dander? We'll take a gander. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. Give us a call, and we'll clean your ducky.
At Musa Sheet Metal, they spend generations building a better everyday life. They don't just build panels, they build a legacy. They're growing, innovating, and pushing the limits again with their brand new 24-gauge stocked steel line. Musa colors created by the Musa team, 25 bold choices ready to go, delivering the best solutions in architectural sheet metal. Say hi to the Musa apprentices. They're your neighbors, your classmates, and the future of the industry. Musa Sheet Metal. Revolutionizing steel, building the future.
Hi, I'm Aaron Sadoff. Blessed be the president of Marian University right here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. If you are beginning your college adventure or looking to transfer, Marian University could be the perfect fit for you. Our beautiful campus, our amazing faculty and staff, our Division III athletics, and our amazing mission are waiting for you. Come visit Marian University. Not only will you get a great education, but we will help you become the best for the world. Good luck and go Sabres.
Planning a new building, whether it's commercial, ag, or residential, you need a building that will last. You need Pino. Our experienced design build team will make your vision a reality. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to PinoBuildings.com and you'll learn about the Pino difference. Pino, built better for future generations.
When you hire the attorneys with the Everson Law Office, you're getting more than professional presentation. The attorneys at Everson Law Office are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate, they work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call attorney William Everson at 920-922-7113 or go to everson-law.com.
Every customer can be a Signature Home customer. I think that's what Signature Homes does really well, is that we can touch not only the customer who's building for the first time, but also the customers that know what they want and want to pull pieces of other property that they've lived in and loved. And you can really trust that we know what we're doing and that we have 30 years of experience in the market doing it with quality craftsmanship and a lot of style and design. And at the end, we get a chance to walk them through and see their smiling faces, and we know that we've achieved our goal.
Gas prices, home expenses, education. Will those costs always go up? Probably. At Winnebago Lutheran Academy, we can help you with one of them. We are a part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, a program which enables qualifying families to receive a quality Christian education at no cost. That's right, zero tuition if you qualify. To learn more, visit WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
Back here at Ray Dunn Field. Thanks for joining us tonight on Radio Plus Video Sports. 14-14 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. This is our Holiday Automotive Halftime Highlights brought to you by Holiday. Holiday, it's worth the trip. Well, Justin, started off with some fireworks there from Kevin Kellery takes the opening kick 83 yards for a touchdown, give Mayville a 7-0 lead. Then WLA goes 3 and out, and you're thinking to yourself, oh, man, these Cards going to do what they do every game. After that, WLA able to force that 4 and out. Big stop on 4th down gives WLA the ball at the plus 36. They go on a 36-yard touchdown drive capped off by the minus 36. They go on a 64-yard touchdown drive. And the big play on that one was the trick play from Nolan Dragolovich to Caleb Wild. And then Dragolovich catches a 12-yard touchdown pass from Gannon Schwartz. Mayville goes 3 and out again. And WLA takes its first lead on a 71-yard touchdown drive capped off by Gannon Schwartz with a 12-yard touchdown rush. Then that big 4th down stop from Mayville of WLA, getting the ball back. They go on a 64-yard touchdown drive. Emerson Middlestat caps it off with a touchdown. That's the scoring in the first half to get us to a tie score. What was your big takeaway there? The shift in momentum there in the first half. I mean, we saw it go both ways.
It was all over the place. I mean, you never really see either team, I would say, settle in. There was never a team that stood out to you as the better team because there was points in each part of the half where you would say, oh, well, look at that. There's that Mayville, that last drive, that 7-minute drive from Mayville is where we see, oh, that's the Mayville team we've seen all year. Well, the WLA, the trick plays, everything's a little bit different. You get Gannon Schwartz very involved in this football game. He's already got just under 50 yards passing. And you have Dragolovich, who's thrown a 31-yard pass as well. I mean, either team here has to find a way after this first half, in their meetings or whatever, something's got to change. Somebody's got to step up defensively or offensively. Both teams have gotten that 4th down stop that has led to a score. You have to find some way to get more of another 3 and out.
Let's take a time out here at halftime. We'll come back with more of our holiday halftime highlights right after this on Radio Plus.
The Rademan family has been quarrying and producing natural stone products for over 50 years. Is your driveway in need of repair? Here at Rademan's, our crushed stone division provides our customer with stone needed for maintaining your gravel driveway. Our quarry stone division provides landscape stones such as stepping stones and retaining wall stone for your outdoor living areas. We also offer natural thin and full veneer stone for interior applications such as fireplaces or outdoor applications to combine with or replace your siding or brick. Rademan Stone and Landscape Company, where we have the materials to do the best work on earth.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
From tires and transmission, batteries and brakes, to engines and exhaust, the service experts at Mayville Tire are trained to keep your vehicles at peak performance. Whether you need routine maintenance or reliable repairs, you can trust Keith and his team to take care of you and your vehicle. Ask about free pickup and delivery, no interest financing, as well as commercial truck tire service. Find the service experts at MayvilleTire.com. Mayville Tire, honest mechanics, happy customers.
Upgrade now and get more vehicle for your buck during the truck season sale at Holiday. Lease this new GMC Sierra Elevation at $449 per month, or score rates as low as 0.9% plus generous cash incentives on a new Sierra while you enjoy our genuine guest care.
It's impressive how easy car buying can be with Team Holiday on your side. I'm New York running back Braylon Allen, and I drive Holiday.
Find yours and drive it home today from Holiday Automotive, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
Got paid? See Shane. Dr. Shane Bauer at Bauer Chiropractic. Dr. Bauer can help relieve pain in arthritic knees, reduce and relieve pain from degenerative and herniated lumbar discs in your back. Dr. Bauer's laser treatment relieves pain and inflammation. Works like cortisone without the side effects. Dr. Bauer also offers custom orthotics for proper back posture. Since 1998, this area has trusted the team at Bauer Chiropractic. So if you've got pain, see Shane at Bauer Chiropractic.
At Mayville Savings Bank, we're a bank that is here for you, helping you save money instead of piling on service fees. we still take walk-ins, no appointment necessary. We're a bank where your loan is a local decision with friendly employees that still answer our phones. A bank that offers online and mobile banking. We're a bank where you're our best interest. Bank at the bank you own. Mayville Savings Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At the Pioneer Keg, great food meets a fun atmosphere. Dive into their full menu featuring award-winning cheese curds and our homemade pizzas that are simply irresistible. Try the famous Brewmaster Challenge, where the food takes center stage. And if it's Friday, get ready for our amazing Friday fish fry. Check out our relaxed atmosphere, hang with friends, where everyone has a good time. Come thirsty, come hungry, and leave happy. The Pioneer Keg, 122 South Milwaukee Street, Theresa, Wisconsin.
Let me get you in this used car. There's a bunch of...
Yeah, that's what it feels like at most used car dealerships. Pushy sales tactics, pressure, and no peace of mind.
Schaefer Auto makes buying a car simple and safe, with every vehicle inspected, backed by warranty options, and easy financing that fits your budget so you can get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto, no tackles, no pressure, just the right car for you.
Halftime at Ray Dunn. Thanks for joining us here on Radio Plus Video Sports. This is the Holiday Automotive Halftime Show. Hey, when you're not watching games on Radio Plus or Jeff's live streams, find the latest scores and top performers from the Flyway Conference by following Flyway Focus on Facebook, Instagram, and X, formerly Twitter. And stay up to date with the latest conference news every morning with the Flyway Focus Sports Report on YouTube and Spotify. Justin, you have some halftime statistics for us here on our Holiday Automotive Halftime Show.
Gannon Schwartz, 3 for 649 yards through the air with a touchdown and 14 carries for 95 yards and a touchdown on the ground. He's the big performer on the ground for this WLA team, but really it's been Caleb Wild on the receiving end, 3 catches for 68 yards and a touchdown, and that big 31-yard catch that sustained their drive, their first drive to make it tie the game up at 7-7. Through Mayville, 10 carries, 39 yards for Landon Baker, 4 carries, 30 yards for Tanner Schneider, 2 carries for Promersberger with 11 yards, and a touchdown for Emerson Middlestead on 4 carries and 5 yards. 1 return from Kevin Keller for 83 yards and a touchdown, and a 29-yard return from Tanner Schneider as well. That is pretty much where we have seen both these teams excelled. It has been special teams. I mean, a couple on that decent punt for Mayville and a decent punt for WLA, flipping fields, and
always nice when you can use it to put points on the board as well.
Exactly.
So that is the statistical story here at halftime. It's 14-14 on that Quest Interior scoreboard. Let's take another timeout. We inch closer to the second half of action. You're watching on Radio Plus Video Sports.
Hey, Devontae.
Let me get a Cantina chicken burrito and a bowl with that seasoned, slow-roasted chicken I like, please.
You have a golf course in your house?
I got a Taco Bell in my house, bro.
Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, there it is.
Cheaters don't get chicken.
Huh?
Cheaters get no chicken.
I won't give him any.
At Silica, we've built a reputation for selling the best appliances and servicing everything we sell. Standing by our customers is what makes us grow, and with 3 locations, our service area covers a huge part of the state. That's why when you see our thousands of online reviews, these are the words you most commonly see. Great service after the sale. That keeps us moving ahead for over 100 years. You won't get that with the big box stores. See for yourself why your neighbors say it's Silica for your home.
The Rademan family has been quarrying and producing natural stone products for over 50 years. Is your driveway in need of repair? Here at Rademans, our crushed stone division provides our customer with stone needed for maintaining your gravel driveway. Our quarry stone division provides landscape stones such as stepping stones and retaining wall stone for your outdoor living areas. We also offer natural thin and full veneer stone for interior applications such as fireplaces or outdoor applications to combine with or replace your siding or brick. Rademan Stone and Landscape Company, where we have the materials to do the best work on earth.
Hi, I'm Aaron Sadoff. Blessed be the president of Marion University right here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. If you are beginning your college adventure or looking to transfer, Marion University could be the perfect fit for you. Our beautiful campus, our amazing faculty and staff, Our Division III athletics and our amazing mission are waiting for you. Come visit Marion University. Not only will you get a great education, but we will help you become the best for the world. Good luck and go Sabres.
At Bernhardt Plumbing, true craftsmen are who we are. Providing customer satisfaction is what we do.
For new construction or remodeling projects, we cover the full spectrum of plumbing design, installation, and code compliance. Bernhardt Plumbing does it right down to the smallest detail.
Our experience with Bernhardt Plumbing has been absolutely fabulous. They are reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and professional.
Since 1954, a legacy of service, quality, and customer satisfaction.
Play is everything. It's development, expression, fun, socialization, community, inclusion, connection, adventure, and discovery. We need play at all ages and stages of life to keep us and our communities healthy and happy and full of energy and excitement. Join our movement. Bring intergenerational, inclusive, and developmentally rich play to your community today. Visit bciburke.com and see how play can move you.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? WIT Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, WIT Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
Looking for a change? A new career that checks all of the boxes? Excellent benefits? A great team culture? And plenty of room to grow? Metalcraft of Mayville is looking for candidates like you to fill openings in Mayville, West Bend, and Beaver Dam. Metalcraft truly believes employees make the difference, offering paid training, top wages, and a regularly sanitized, safe workplace. Apply today at mtlcraft.com.
Metalcraft of Mayville.
It's the dawn of a new day for Dr. Kathy Doyle Kelly and Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry.
I'm Dr. Dylan Fogel, and I'm now the new owner of Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry. I'm truly honored to carry forward the tradition of personalized care you've come to know and trust. You'll still see Dr. Kathy and all the familiar faces who make this office feel like home. At Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry, we promise to do everything we can to keep you smiling before, after, and even during your appointment.
Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry will be changing its name to Fogel Family Dentistry in 2026. Find Dr. Dylan Fogel on Fond du Lac Avenue in Fond du Lac.
Closing out our Holiday Automotive halftime show here, getting you set for third quarter action here in Level 2 between the top-seeded Cardinals and number 4 WLA. We thought it would be a dandy. We knew it would be a dandy. It's been a dandy. 14-14 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Our third quarter tonight is sponsored by Aurora Healthcare. Who do you trust with your family's health? For aches and pains, physicals, and sports injuries, Fond du Lac families choose Aurora Healthcare and Dr. Marshall Rutherford, a family medicine specialist. Dr. Rutherford is your go-to for keeping your family healthy. Learn more at aurora.org/doctors. Ready here for the second half of action. As we mentioned a couple of times there, closing out the first half, WLA will get the football to start half number 2. And you mentioned it, Justin. One of these this game is screaming for a defensive big-time play, whether that's a fourth down stop, someone getting in a passing lane, finding a way to strip one of these terrific ball carriers of the football. We saw 7 combined turnovers between these two teams the first time they played, just the 1 on the fumble here tonight.
And that was our biggest key, was limiting turnovers. Well, now somebody's got to find a way to make one.
Yep.
You have to find a way to make a play, whether it's your All-Stater in your honorable mention All-State in Stagg or on the other side. Someone's got to find a way to make a football play.
Up man here is Cooper Schwalbe. He takes it in at about the 35-yard line and stumbles forward to the 42 of WLA, and that's where WLA will start this second half of action. Just want to note this, as Frankie Wiedmeyer was out back deep again for the Vikings in that kick return formation. We have not seen Sam Polish on the field since that first down, pretty much the first play of the game when he got twisted down awkwardly. So WLA has been without their top running back who they didn't expect to be a running back coming into this season. He's been a wide receiver his whole career. He's done a nice job this year. Wiedmeyer in motion. He's going to lead block here for Gannon Schwartz on the left side. Schwartz trying to get out to the edge, and he's able to get to the edge, and he's dragged down by Zitlow, but it's going to be second down, and no, they're going to give him the first down.
Yep.
No, I was going to say, I thought it was a yard short, yeah. They stopped the clock briefly. Well, he did go. I think they're going to say they dragged him out of bounds. I thought maybe he slid down there on the far side, but Schwartz out of bounds, so a pickup of 9, second down and 1. That time, Middlestat not able to keep contained. You've talked about it a couple of times, how important that's been for Mayville. So second down and 1, what does WLA go to? They're going to run power for Gannon Schwartz. Here's the play in the backfield. Tate Drinkwine able to stave off that Gannon Schwartz stiff arm, and he brings him down for a big-time 6-yard loss.
Mayville has a ton of tackles for loss this season,
yeah.
and they get them all the time. Finally, they get one in this one. WLA's found a way to get a couple of them.
Yeah.
Mayville finally gets that push on that defensive line, and it's Tate Drinkwine, the senior.
You mentioned how Drinkwine's bounced back after some early mistakes with penalties. Going to say 5 yards on the loss, forward progress to the 46-yard line. WLA's got to get to Mayville's 48 for the first down, third down and 6. Trips to the top. Now they're going to go back into the power formation. They're going to bring Orville Bloom back around to the left side. Mayville adjusts. Left side run for Gannon Schwartz. Can he get to the edge? Yes, he will. Gannon Schwartz has a lot of room out there, and he's dragged down by Joe Promersberger, but not until he gains about 15 yards. We'll check the spot. He's down at the 36 of the Mayville Cardinals. What a run. Mayville just got too many guys trapped on the inside there.
You got to be able to get past. Someone's got to find a way to set on the outside of Orville Bloom. And nobody's been able to get past him. He's doing a great job getting that first block and getting to the second level, taking away that ability for Mayville's outside linebackers to make a play.
Then you're really in trouble. If Orville Bloom's up on your linebackers, you are in deep, deep trouble defensively. Just about 20 on the carry for Gannon Schwartz. First down and 10 from the 36-yard line. Man coming in motion is Frankie Wiedmeyer. There's a botched snap. Mayville's on top of it. A big turnover here to start the second half, and Mayville's coaches love it. A missed handoff from Schwartz to Wiedmeyer, or it's Mullenbach who actually came sprinting in front. He was too quick. I think that hit him straight from the snap.
It snapped him right into his chest. It fell to the ground. The Cardinals fall on top. We said somebody needed to make a big play. We did not expect it would be a big mistake, especially from the offensive line of WLA, who's been fantastic today.
Yeah, so that time I think Mullenbach was just too quick across Schwartz's body there, and he gets smacked by that snap. It looked like a decent snap. Here's a deep shot. They have Tate Drinkwine down the field. Can Middlestat have time? Yes, he does. Tate Drinkwine over the shoulder. Schwartz was there, and Drinkwine just had to kind of look over that. He wanted it over the right shoulder. He had to look over the left.
And Orville Bloom in the backfield again pops Emerson Middlestat, but good throw. It was right in the bucket. Just Drinkwine just couldn't get his head around to find it.
I had it mixed up there. He was looking over to the left. He needed to look over to the right. Obviously, he assumes it's going to be on that outside shoulder, but not much Middlestat could do. He was under immense pressure. Just to get that one off was impressive. So second down and 10 after the sudden change on the snap that hit Parker Mullenbach. And I think Mullenbach was one of the turnovers. I'd have to go look through my pregame notes that was in that first contest as well. Here goes Tanner Schneider, and Schneider with a beautiful second down run to pick up 7. Third down and short now. They're right where the Cards want to be.
Wingback dive with Tanner Schneider has been working. He's picking up 6 yards at a crack, and get him the football and keep getting him the football. He fumbled on that kickoff, and it was close to being down on that play. It was probably could have went either way. Obviously, we don't not going to be able to really tell. Even zooming in on a replay, we couldn't really tell. But find a way to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Both teams are doing it. Caleb Wild's finding a way to get the ball. Somebody's got to make a big, big play.
Here's the pitch to Landon Baker. Baker tries the right side, falls forward, first down, Mayville Cardinals on the tremendous balance from Landon Baker. Whether it's first downs on the football field or moving into your new home, Addison Jones has you covered. What a run. What contact balance from Landon Baker.
Faust tripped him up in the backfield, had his ankles, and Baker just uses his feet, backpedals a little bit, and falls backward and picks up that first down.
That was so impressive by the senior running back. Mayville comes to the line near midfield at their own 49-yard line. The wide receiver out wide is Brady Zitlow. Man in motion is Promersberger. Promersberger on the right side cuts back up the field, and he's able to spin forward, keep his feet churning, and he picks up another about 7 yards. We'll call it 7. It's second down and 3, and this is when this offense can start to be creative if it wants to be, or it can just keep going to this this wing T dive where it's worked on that outside with the speed of Promersberger and others.
You get your starting running back, your guy in the backfield who's your workhorse in Landon Baker. Your wing backs are following him, and he's running through that hole at full force trying to run somebody over.
Just like he does when he's got the football. Second down and 3, Middlestad under center. The pitch to Schneider. Here goes Schneider once again on this left side. He's had a ton of success here tonight. On the left side, another first down as he picks up about a dozen on the play.
That should put him right about 50 yards. He had 30 yards at the half. It should be right about 50 yards, and holes are opening up for Mayville now. They're finding bigger lanes to run.
Is shoulder pain keeping you up at night? For pain relief, Fond du Lac Families trust Aurora Healthcare and Dr. Lauren Potter. There are many causes of shoulder pain. As a shoulder specialist, Dr. Potter has the advanced training to take better care of your injury. Learn more at aurora.org/ortho. First down and 10 from the 33-yard line. Make it 11 yards on that last pickup by Tanner Schneider. Now the give to Baker. Baker slipped in the backfield. Still fell forward, though, to keep that theme rolling, and a pickup of 2 yards.
Good job by Spencer Lehrer in there immediately. Forced Baker to cut back, and that's what he slipped.
7:16 to go in this third quarter. The big play so far has been the snap into the thigh of Parker Mullenbach, and now the officials are going to stop things, and not sure what the conversation is there with one of the WLA players, if they're checking on an injury or blood or what the conversation was there, but everything kosher for the referee, and he'll wind the clock and continue this third quarter. Taking under 7 minutes now. Another long Mayville drive taking place right now in the Cardinals. Reaching the 30-yard line on this play. Here goes Baker. Baker, left side, falls forward again. And another tough run of about 5 brings up a third down and 3.
And you're right, WLA, you said the option style, they do a great job hitting the quarterback. Just a simple pitch from Middlestead. He gets hammered again. He's been getting hit all night.
WLA takes great pride in anyone that's going to run any type of quarterback option. They want the quarterback to pay for it, and you're well within your rights to hit them. And I know the first time these two teams got together, there's some booing from the Mayville side about Middlesex getting hit, but that's the risk you take out there on the edge when you're going to fake it. Here goes Baker. Baker with a massive hole, breaks the tackle. He's dragging Schwartz inside the 10. Landon Baker down to the 8-yard line. On a big-time run from Baker, his best of the night, he finally got loose.
Gain of 27, they'll give him officially, and at some point you knew he was going to break a couple tackles and bounce one for at least 20.
That was a great run. Excellent hole opened up by that left side offensive line, and Middlestat will jog in with the play here on another trip inside the 10-yard line for the Cardinals. The second time they've been down here tonight. Zitlow is the receiver to the bottom of the screen. All the fakes. It ends up with Landon Baker. Baker straight up the middle. Got back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing more. So it'll be second down and goal from the 8-yard line.
And the whole Vikings defensive line in on that tackle. right there you see the three different options they have on that play for Mayville. You saw the fake handoff to Promersburg. The ball went up the middle to Baker. There's all kinds of stuff. I wonder if he's got blood on him, that this is what they're wondering about.
Yeah, and this is
It is Orville Bloom going off.
Yeah, that's a big loss for WLA as he heads off the field and try to figure it out. But, yeah, the trainer's down there checking on Orville Bloom. This is obviously a big advantage here for Mayville with one of the best linemen in the conference on the sideline. Here goes Schneider, left side, able to run through a couple of tackles, and a late flag comes on the field. Flag thrown behind the play. It's a hold on Mayville. An extremely late flag came towering in from the white cap official, and it's going to be 1st and goal from the 18-yard line.
Penalty will bring that back. So, now we'll have 2nd and goal from the 18, and
that was another great run though by Tanner Schneider, worth noting there, but doesn't pay off anything for the Cards as the flag came in there. So 2nd down and goal, as we mentioned, from the 18. Middlestack gets his offensive line set. The give is to Promersberger. And the misdirection back to Schneider. Schneider, he's got a seam. End zone. Pylon out of bounds. At the 2-yard line. Great effort from Schneider. The handoff was to Promersberger, and then he handed it to Tanner Schneider, and Schneider nearly hit the pylon with that football.
We've seen this play a couple times from Mayville this year. That little misdirection right here with pulling guards, everybody going 8 different ways, Mayville getting blockers out in front. What a run from Schneider again. Finds his way, and he's out of bounds probably at about the 1-yard line, I would say.
Yeah, you just saw that. I think good call to say he wasn't in. He was maybe marked a yard behind where he should have been, but a great call by that official down there. He did not get in. You saw there his left foot hit the ground. And Coach Hilber, once again, not thrilled to be using a timeout here as he marches out onto the field. 5 minutes left in the third. Let's take a timeout. You're watching Level 2 playoff action on Radio Plus Video Sports.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. Visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Marco, the name our area trusts for all things related to your tax return. For over 60 years, our community has trusted the Marco Tax Service at 43 East 3rd Street, Fond du Lac.
We return here on Radio Plus Video Sports. Thanks for joining us. Jordan King, Justin Schwartzmiller. Mayville has it 3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line. And a little bit different of a setup this time. The give is to Landon Baker. Baker's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. And they have their 2nd lead of the ball game. They led 7-0, then briefly trailed, and now once again take a lead. 20-14 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard.
Let's change up the wing team. Let's go to the old wishbone formation.
Ew.
Keep everything in the old school football. And we've seen Mayville when they get in that short down and distance this season, they'll go to that wishbone, give it to Baker up the middle, follows his blockers. Another touchdown for him. That's number 19 on the season.
Great shot down there with Ron's got Landon Baker. Here is Milsna on for the PAT. Good, as it usually is from Milsna. It's 21-14 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. We're back with more after this on Radio Plus.
This winter, make your home the coziest place in town with Surefire Heating and Air Conditioning. For 3 generations, the Surefire family has been serving Wisconsin homes, bringing warmth and comfort to your families just like yours. As the temperatures drop, trust the company that's been in the business of keeping homes warm for over 75 years. This is Tom Schwartz with Surefire. Call us today and ask about our rebates that can help you save big on your comfort this coming winter. Visit us at surefireinc.com.
Ergo Bank, we we know there's a deposit account to fit your unique needs. Whether you want to earn interest on your balance, or perhaps enjoy cashback rewards, or maybe grow your money over time, Ergo Bank makes it real easy. From savings and checking accounts to savings accounts and, of course, CDs. We can do it all while offering flexible options and convenient access for a banking experience that's built just for you. Ergo Bank, better banking by design. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Early withdrawal penalties may apply.
We return to Ray Dunn. Whether you're playing in a rec league or the majors, sitting out due to injury is no fun. If pain has moved you to the sidelines, Aurora Sports Health can help you get back in the lineup. Start with a free injury evaluation from Aurora Sports Health. Request one at aurora.org/sports. Milsna on to kick it off, and he's going to go straight to Frankie Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer collects at the 17-yard line and makes a couple of cuts, breaks a couple of tackles. He's out past the 35 to the 36. Well, anything you can do, I can do better. Gannon Schwartz had his 19th rushing touchdown in the first half. There's Landon Baker's 19th. You referenced it right before we went to break there. These two just keep going back and forth. How fitting is it, maybe not in level 2, but how fitting is it that these two match up here in the playoffs? I mean, two of the best that this league has to offer.
They are two of the best that this league has to offer.
The two best, I should say, right?
Baker, the only 1,000-yard rusher this season, which in the flyway is quite rare.
It sure is. Here is Gannon Schwartz. Schwartz got there with a 287-yard performance last week against Arcadia. Schwartz there bottled up, but these two, I mean, both 1,000-yard rushers after last week, nearing 20 touchdowns. There's the rushing leaders in the conference. Will Stellmacher, he's had a tremendous career with St. Mary's Springs. They threw the ball a little bit more by necessity. Blake Helton no one had a better second half of the year than him running the football from Campbell Sport. That unfortunately did not get into the postseason. Probably should have. A lot of drama surrounding that. Here goes Schwartz, far side, picks up a few, and it's going to be 3rd down and 4 or 5 for the Vikings. Not that this is maybe the time or place to do this, but Campbell Sport got left out because Brown Deer was in. Brown Deer got a win against Racine St. Cat's when St. Cat's had all those players suspended. And no one else beat St. Cat's this year. That ended up giving Brown Deer enough points to knock Campbell Sport out, get Brown Deer in. That's why the Cougars were left out. But anyways, just a word on that perhaps. It's 3rd down and 4, and it's a big one here for the Vikings in their own territory. Here's Schwartz trying the right side. There's a flag that comes in. And how about that block from Spencer Lair? He just drove Emerson Middlestead way down the field. We'll get the call here. It's a hold on the Vikings. Schwartz would have been about a half a yard shy. They would have gone for it on 4th and inches. But now it's going to be 3rd down and 14. Big call.
Penalties have kind of plagued these teams today.
Agreed.
Both teams have gotten themselves in that 3rd and short and taken a timely penalty, which for both of these teams is very uncharacteristic.
No doubt. We've seen a lot of holding calls tonight. But again, as you mentioned, they've come in from both sides. Obviously, different crews are stricter on different things, and certainly keeping an eye on the holding penalties here tonight.
And you'd expect that. As the playoffs go on, the calls should get stricter. They should call the game the right way.
No doubt. No doubt. And you get the best crews in these games when there's not that many going on around the state. Here's Schwartz looking on the screen pass. It's a double move. He's got a man. It's Dragolovich. It's picked off. It's a big play. Joe Promersberger. The second turnover of the second half for the Vikings. Joe Promersberger wins this jump ball, and it's Cardinal football.
You need a big play. Have your biggest athlete on the field go up for a jump ball against someone who's got 3 or 4 inches on him, high points it, rips it out of the hands of Dragolovich. And Mayville, who just had a long, sustained drive and a great drive, is now got another one to start here at their own 45.
Established in 1948, Capelli Brothers and Dietrich has a rich tradition of quality carpentry, concrete, design and build, masonry, metal, buildings, and more. Choose CapelliDietrich.com for your next project. They are a proud sponsor of local high school sports. What a play by Promersberger. Here's Schneider once again picking his way to the near side, picks up about 3 or 4. Now the offensive line pushes him forward. And the scrum ends up picking up 6 for the Cardinals. It's 2nd down and 4.
Running back keeps his feet moving. Offensive line joins in, pushes them forward, uses their bodies, gets low, and gives them an extra 3 yards to make it second and a little bit more manageable. Now back-to-back WLA drives that have ended in turnovers. Yeah. And Mayville trying to capitalize and take a 2-score lead here.
Obviously, that one, it may be a yard underthrown. Not a bad ball by Schwartz by any means. That one was earned by Mayville. The first one by WLA was just a free one. Here's Promersberger trying far side. He's hit there by Spencer Lair as well as Cooper Schwalbe. Nice plays on the edge. It's a pickup of Nutton, and it's 3rd down and 4. Big play there by WLA.
Lair did a great job using his defensive line, finding that gap, going off the back hip of Orville Bloom, and cutting in and making that tackle on Joe Promersberger.
2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. That is really flown by over the last couple of minutes as Mayville just continues to bleed this clock down. And once again, they're in WLA territory on a 3rd down and 4. And another timeout here from Mayville, and Coach Hilber has had to burn timeout number 1 and 2 here in the early stages of this second half. Let's take the timeout with him. You're watching on Radio Plus Video Sports. Back here at Ray Dunn coming out of a Mayville timeout. Justin, an update from Cedar Grove Belgium High School.
27-7 Cedar Grove putting it to the Ledgers, as well as, speaking of putting it to, Oakfield. 30-0 over Sebastopol in that third quarter. That team is fun to watch. I never thought I would say 8-man's fun to watch, but they are in joy.
Yeah, it's good stuff down there in 8-man. Here's a pass. They're going to try to set up a screen to Landon Baker. Here goes Middlestat. Now he's got a running seam. Oh, and he puts the wood there to Frankie Wiedmeyer and picks up about 1.5 yards. It's going to be a 4th down and either long 2 or 3. We'll see if they punt it away. Looks like the punting unit is coming on for the second time, make it the 3rd time today for Mayville, and they're going to give it back with just the 1-score lead.
Devin Wendorf does the punting for Mayville. They'll put him out there, and just a 33-yard punt in his first attempt today.
Obviously, WLA able to force the punt here. I mean, neither one of these teams is able to build a multiple-score lead. It's kind of been one of the big stories here tonight, just staying within arm's reach of each other. And this one from Wendorf is very, very short, trying to keep it away from Gannon Schwartz, and we'll see where they march up and spot this thing. The referee continues to walk. This should be outside the 30. They're going to say right at the 30. And I think that's a pretty good spot. That was angled very, very acutely towards this near side. And WLA will get it there at their own 30-yard line with 2 minutes left in this third quarter. WLA coming off of back-to-back possessions with turnovers. A fumble from a ball that hit Parker Mullenbach. We have not seen him since then. I think he might be out there right now. No, that's Frankie Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer goes in motion. The fake, and Gannon Schwartz going to try to go right up the middle. Now he cuts back to the left, trying to get out to the sideline. Is there a hold? No, there is not. There were a couple of Cardinals. One of them was Zitlow locked up with Dragolovich, and Dragolovich had his hands up in the air. That usually means you're guilty, but a good block by the wide receiver and a first down presented by Addison Jones. Whether it's first downs in football or moving into your first home, Addison Jones is your call.
Gain of 16 there, well over 100 yards now. Gannon Schwartz on the day, and you knew he was going to get there. It was pretty inevitable.
Right. Just when, right?
Offense runs through him.
Trips. Here goes Schwartz to the short side of the field, and there comes the flag, and this one's going to come back for WLA. It's Hold number 4 or 5 by my count. I might have missed one there here for this Vikings offense. And it's saved Mayville on a couple of occasions because they've struggled to stop, as everyone has, Gannon Schwartz.
That one was the right call. Orville Bloom got his hands on the outsides of the pads of Tanner Schneider up at his shoulders, tugging around on his jersey. So it was inevitable that it was going to be called. It was right in front of the backside official.
And, they sometimes jokingly say you could call it on every play in the pros. If that's the case, you could certainly probably call it on every play at the high school level because the technique just isn't quite as good down at this level of football. $1:42 to go in this third quarter. WLA faces a first down and 20. Here is a double move trying to look on the outside, but Dragolovich started blocking. He didn't know he was in the pass route, and that one tipped away by Kevin Keller. He got a hand on it, nearly picked it off. They were looking for Nolan Dragolovich. He stopped his route. He started blocking downfield.
It's because of the pressure of Mayville immediately forcing Schwartz way out of where he wanted to go, getting chased around by Tate Drinkwine and company, and Dragolovich tried to set up a block to get him to run, and Keller just off that outside hand. If he could have got 2 hands on it, he picks that off.
I think you're right. I think that was meant to be a screen. I thought maybe it was a fake the screen, go for the deep ball. I think you're right. It was supposed to be a screen, the immediate pressure, and then as that would explain the blocking from Dragolovich. Good shout from Justin. That's why he's up here, to correct all the stupid things that I say. Receiver to either side for Gannon Schwartz. Man in motion is Frankie Wiedmeyer. Adrian Brenner's also there to lead block. They'll all block for Gannon Schwartz. And Schwartz can't find a ton of room on that far side. Tate Drinkwine came busting through yet again and forced Schwartz kind of back and looping around, and that allowed the rest of the Cards to get there.
Couple broken tackles to even pick up a yard on that one from Schwartz. Drinkwine was in the backfield right away. He broke another tackle of Schneider and then got bumped out of bounds. But Mayville finding ways to get better penetration into the backfield. WLA has struggled with it to start this second half. Mayville has done a great job on their offensive defensive line. Whatever adjustments they made at half have been working.
Agreed. Third down and 19. WLA's at least got to get a chunk here. You figure if they get the ball into Mayville territory, maybe they consider going. Trips to the near side. Running back in the backfield along with Gannon Schwartz. Schwartz, screen pass, no. They're going to look down the field to Caleb Wild. Wild's made a couple of big plays already. Does he bring it down? You're kidding me. Caleb Wild with another big-time grab. He was double covered by Emerson Middlestat and Brady Zitlow. It does not matter. Wild brings down his third big catch of the night. Third of over 20 yards.
Kind of looked like Jordan Love throwing the ball to Tucker Graff. He's down there somewhere. Throw it, because he knew where he was going with that football right away. Gannon Schwartz knew exactly where he was going with it. There's no way he could see him with the pressure that was pushed back into him. Throws it up for Caleb Wild. Kid does it again with a good jump ball.
Wild, as I mentioned, 3 catches now of more than 20 yards tonight. Man comes in motion. It's Wiedmeyer. They're going to look once again to Caleb Wild, far side. Wild jump ball overthrown. That time Wild not quite able to get underneath it. Another decently thrown ball from Gannon Schwartz gave his guy a chance, just a little bit overthrown. That ball needs to be towards the sideline as opposed to down that seam.
And they're going to pick on Brady Zidlow, and they're going to keep picking on him until he finds a way to stop either Dragolovich or Caleb Wild.
Second down and 10 here for the Vikings. That was a big, big play on third down and 19 to not only pick up the first down, but get the ball inside the 40. And as as Mayville has bled the clock, WLA has run about 6 plays here and taken about 30 seconds off the clock with their passing game that has had to be there tonight. Here's Gannon Schwartz. Cuts upfield. Takes a big shot from Owen Stagger, but it's not before Schwartz picks up the first down. Another one brought to you by Addison Jones Real Estate.
Vikings putting together a very good drive here and much needed. You forced the 3 and out on the last drive. You're finding ways to get the ball down the field, whether it's in the passing game or in the rushing game. Now you only got 30 seconds left in the third.
WLA, the clock was at 40 when they reset the chain, so theoretically they wouldn't have to snap the ball. I suppose you probably want to be safe here. as the clock ticks under 20 seconds in this third quarter. First down and 10. Schwartz going to run it again, and he is collected on that far side. Owen Stager limping back to the line of scrimmage there. Just a pickup of 1. It's going to be 2nd down and 9. When we return for the fourth quarter of action, after 3, Mayville leads it 21-14 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. We're back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports.
In a 32-26 thriller, Oakfield surpasses Belmont in 8-man football. Our student athlete of the week this week is Braden Glugla, senior from Oakfield.
Armstead trips this way, gonna throw the bubble to Glugla. He's got blockers, rolls, counter, now the line is going. Braden Glugla, number 18, all the way for a touchdown. 53 yards for the Mighty Oaks and their second touchdown. Great job there by Rawls and Kautzer to seal on that trip formation.
7 receptions for Braden, 120 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He's our student athlete of the week. Again, congratulations to Braden Glugla, senior from Oakfield. And thanks to Len's Truck Center of Fond du Lac as they salute great student athletes every week.
If you want a truck or an SUV, go to Len till you like what you see. Hundreds of trucks all on one lot. If you want a truck, it's what we've got. Len's Truck, Len's Truck. We got the trucks at Len's Truck.
Back here, that was our Len's Truck Center Student Athlete of the Week, Oakfield's Braden Glugla. High School Sports Today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these 5 Fond du Lac area Edward Jones financial advisors: Matt Moses, Matt Helmer, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisted. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. WLA going with the heavy set formation, going to throw it over the middle. Caleb Wild, bits thrown away, batted away by Zitlow. Hand fighting there, and I think they're going to get Zitlow on the PI for being there a tad early.
I think they're going to give – it's probably the right call. Both guys kind of going back and forth, battling with hands. Aggressive play from the defender Zitlow. Just didn't get turned around quick enough. You see him looking and spinning, and then he gets his hands in there on Wild and just pushes him off just a hair.
Yeah, good shot there on the replay. And yeah, I can understand frustration from Mayville because you're saying how else do you defend him? Well, you got to find someone that can maybe match up a little bit better, but maybe they don't have that. And certainly with their defensive backfield selection, that's just the way the challenge that is presented by Caleb Wild and why he's meant so much to WLA in the second half of the year. So first down and 10 from the 12-yard line for the Vikings as they are knocking on the door trying to tie this thing up in level 2 action. Schwartz, far side. He is driven back. Drinkwine was there, as was Schaefer, I think.
Schaefer
Kellen Schaefer. He's been tremendous. I think
Carpenter was in there as well.
Yeah, Teeters on that outside. We've not said Teeters' name a ton today, but WLA is kind of run it away from him a little bit. He's playing on that defensive left, offensive right. WLA's run a lot of stuff to their offensive left here tonight.
Defensively, the one guy that we think we would say a name a lot of for Mayville today, Landon Baker, been quiet. Hasn't made a ton of plays defensively for this Mayville team.
WLA smartly not running right up the gut. For Stager or whoever else. Oh, there he is, Weston Teeters. We just called his name, and he nearly had Mayville's third turnover of the second half.
Might have even had a big man touchdown. He had a whole lot of room to go. Just hit him in a bad spot right in the hands. Right in the hands.
Good call there, Justin. Absolutely. Nice job by him. As they say, if you're not going to get there, fall back, get your hands up. He did that expertly and batted away what would have been a slant that might have gone for a touchdown.
To Caleb Wild again because they just keep looking for him.
Feed the big man. On 3rd down and 9 from the 11. Probably 4-down territory here for the Vikings. Man goes in motion. Here comes Gannon Schwartz trying to beat it to the edge. Schwartz, there's the flag. Yeah. when it happens out on the edge like that, it's always going to come, and I think Wiedmeyer got too much of Tanner Schneider on the edge.
A whole lot of Tanner Schneider is what he got, because Schneider had a good job on the outside with his hips to be able to set the edge, and Wiedmeyer just kind of spun him a little bit. Holding will send it back 10. It'll make it 3rd and 19.
Yeah, big play there. So ball marches out to the 21-yard line. And WLA's got to get it down near the goal line to get a first down. Now, they've been in 3rd down in about 20 and a couple of times tonight, and each time they have gotten big plays, most notably to Caleb Wild and Nolan Dragolovich, their 2 top targets.
Also, I am going to say that I really hope Weston Teeters goes back and watches this. I used to ump him in Leroy, so he can take that with a grain of salt.
Receivers to either side, 2 backs in the backfield. They're going to look to the top. It's Nolan Dragolovich. Jump ball, Dragolovich. He's got it down at the goal line. Dragolovich dives for the end zone. It's a touchdown, WLA. Dragolovich just eased Promersberger off. If you're a Mayville fan, you're probably saying he pushed him off. Physical at the top of the catch here. Let's check it out down at the goal line. He doesn't really push him at all. He just kind of uses his hands to balance himself there. And that's a touchdown.
It's a great throw. It's a back shoulder
is.
throw right where it needs to be, but bad defensive positioning from Joe Promersberger. You saw a great one on the pick that he had. Found himself kind of in no man's land as a DB, and you can't do that against the height of Dragolovich or Wild on the outside.
That is Dragolovich's 2nd touchdown of the night. He had a 12-yarder in the first half, and this is good on the extra point. I'll tell you what, Teeters came through there and almost blocked it. That would have been big. Instead, it's tied up at 21 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. We got a good one here at Ray Dunn. Let's take a timeout. Back with more after this.
Dedication, training, giving 100%. Back in Action proudly supports high school athletes on and off the field. From physical and occupational therapy, pre- and post-orthopedic surgery, to work and sports injuries. The staff at Back in Action is trained and dedicated to you and your recovery. Your personal care plan starts with a visit to Back in Action in Fond du Lac, Kewaskum, Mayville, and New Holstein. Back in Action, getting you back in the game. BackinActionRehab.com.
Walk right in. That's the laid-back feeling you have when you work with the Roush Insurance Agency in Fond du Lac. Their agents are dedicated to putting your mind at ease when you make your insurance decisions. They live, work, and play here and will make sure that they are there at the time of need for their clients and families. Visit RoushINS.com for more information or walk right in. 770 South Main Street in Fond du Lac. The Roush Insurance Agency, your hometown insurance team for over 30 years.
We return here to Level 2 playoff action. Evan Cole will send this one down to Kevin Keller. He's got a touchdown already on a return. Collects at the 20-yard line. This time he's bottled up, breaks a couple of tackles. He's out to the 28-yard line, and that's where Mayville will start its next possession, make it to 29. Here's a look at that touchdown pass once again to Nolan Dragolovich, a dandy of a ball from Gannon Schwartz. Dragolovich, it's just hand fighting on that far side, and he's able to pull it in, and then credit to him to be able to fight through that tackle, get into the end zone, tie this ball game up. This part of the game presented by Fogel Family Dentistry. Dr. Dylan Fogel is the new owner of Doyle Kelly Dental on Fond du Lac Avenue in Fond du Lac. Appreciate their support of high school sports. First down and 10 for Mayville on another drive. Here's Landon Baker. Baker up the middle, and he's got a little seam there. That's about the most running room he's had all night. He had one carry earlier in the game. He could have, I've used this phrase before, he could have driven a Lidke lumber truck right through, but that time able to pick up about 8. It's second down and short.
And for Mayville, they're content with dragging this clock as low as possible.
Gosh, yes.
They want to have a long, sustained 7-minute drive right here. They're okay with going 3-4 yards at a crack and picking up the first down and third down every time.
Owen Milsna down here kicking into the net. He could be the hero tonight. Here is Middlestat. Pitches to Baker. Nice cut by Landon Baker. He was dead to rights by Spencer Lair. Instead, he cuts it back, picks up about 5. It's a first down presented by Addison Jones. Whether it's a first down on the football field or your first move into a home, Addison Jones is the call to make.
Again, great job following your blockers. Let the play develop. All of these runners on the football field today do a fantastic job of letting the play develop ahead of them and finding different seams and holes.
Tight formation once again, as it always is for Mayville. No receivers out there. Offensive line gets set. Promersberger in motion. It's Baker, and Baker fighting against Spencer Lair. And I'll tell you what, when Spencer Lair hits a lot of runners, he throws them backwards. That time, Landon Baker took him for an extra 2. Pickup of 6. It is second down and 4. He got hit after about 2 yards, Justin.
Unbelievable. Just kept his feet turning. You can see the way his body is. He gets lower to the ground as he's getting wrapped up like that. But the thing I'm going to bring up here, there's 8.5 minutes to go. Mayville's burned 2 timeouts already. They only have 1 timeout left in the run. All 3 for WLA still.
Yeah, we thought, we kind of said it during the breaks, we thought that might be a big deal on a couple of miscommunications, whether it was coaching staff didn't like what they saw out there. They burned too early in this second half. Here's Middlestat on the keeper, and Middlestat's got himself a first down.
Middlestat on the carry.
He kept it from Baker, who had gotten stacked up, and then ran right through the hole that Baker created, and it's a first down for the Cards into Viking territory.
Seen that a couple times in the last couple weeks from Mayville. A little more wrinkles for Emerson Middlestat to keep the football in his hands. He does a great job, like Ryan Clark did last year, disguising when that ball is with him, keeps it on that back hip, nobody can see it.
I tell you what, I have never seen a game where as many blocks are finished 15 yards down the field as we've seen. Both sides tonight, you better bring your hard hat and lunch pail here tonight. Here is Landon Baker, far side, cuts forward, and once again falls forward for a pickup of 3. Second down and 7 upcoming here for Mayville as we tick closer to 7.5 minutes to go in this contest.
Methodical drive from Mayville, taking time off the clock, picking up small chunks at a time. But WLA, this is a bend, don't break moment here. It's 2nd and 7, and you're at your own 40. Mayville's putting together a drive. Can you get a good stop here? Make it 3rd and long. Make Mayville have to throw the football.
WLA -1 in the turnover category right now. You just wonder if that will be the difference in the contest. WLA has an interception and a fumble compared to just 1 fumble for Mayville here tonight. Man in motion is Schneider. The give straight up the middle to Landon Baker. They're going to lean on the senior here. You just get that feeling. And he picks up another 3. It's 3rd down and 4.
And 3rd and 4, it's 4-down territory. You're at the plus 37-yard line. You're not punting from here. Unless you're losing yards in this play, you're not punting.
WLA goes a little bit smaller here. Braxton Reibel off the field, 287. He's 6'2", 287. He comes out. They replace him with Parker Mullenbach, who is 205 pounds. So a 3rd down package in here defensively for the Vikings. Perhaps they think that Mayville's going to go run out wide. We'll see. They're going to give it to, no, it's Middlestat on the keep. He's going to pitch it. Here's Promersberger. He's got some room, and he's got a first down. Emerson Middlestat paid the price, got walloped by Evan Cole, but it's a first down. He won't mind that at all. Perfectly timed pitch.
Allah, Army, Navy, Air Force, the triple option.
Come on
I've
now.
been waiting for it today. I love when Mayville runs it because they run it to perfection. Middlestat does a great job reading that outside end. If he's pinching, he's keeping, and he did a great job reading that pitch time. Got it hammered when he pitched it, but enough room for Promersberger to pick up the first down.
If you are scared to take a hit, you pitch that early. Cole doesn't even hit you. He goes and stops Promersberger short of the line to gain. What? You said it. Perfect timing, run to perfection. Mayville first down. Middlestat back under center, and they go back to Landon Baker. Baker's got a seam here. Jukes past a couple of defenders, and he's over the head of Gannon Schwartz with another powerful run down to the 10-yard line. Give him 18 on the run. That might well be his best of the night.
What we've seen from this Mayville offense after the first couple drives where they were stalled, it's been a masterclass. they've had room to run. They've done a great job getting downfield, secondary blockers, whether it's Zitlow on the outside or the wingbacks blocking for Baker. Baker blocking for the wingbacks. They do a great job following blockers and opening enough area for guys to run.
Clock all the way down under 6 minutes now as Middlestadt sets his line inside the red zone. The give is to Landon Baker. Baker is driven down. Nice play, Braxton Reibel, who takes down Landon Baker. And that felt like a win for WLA. Baker still got 2.
And Mayville just controlling this clock now. 5.5 to go. And you think, okay, relatively probably score, if they do score within the 4.5-minute mark. It's enough time with 3 timeouts for WLA. But if you give the ball back, it ain't enough time.
No doubt. It's worth noting Mayville was as far away as they could have been for first and goal. They were right. They just got the ball to the tip of the 10-yard line, so they have it right now, first and goal from the 8. Here is Schneider. We haven't seen him in a couple of minutes, and he gets stacked up for a pickup of about a yard down to the 7, so 3rd and goal from the 7. If this is out at the 5, 6, 7-yard line, it'll be interesting to see what Coach Hilbert does with a good kicker in Milsna. Do you take the point? Well, we can sort that out if WLA is able to get a stop here on 3rd down.
I can tell you what play I'd be going to here. You're at the 7-yard line, maybe the 6.5. If you're Mayville, bring that triple option back because it has worked.
Get out on the edge, yeah.
They've had enough room on the edge. They've fooled WLA's ends enough where they've gotten the ability to get Middlestadt with a wingback to the outside.
Reibel is still out there, so WLA still has the heavy personnel out. And is Mayville going to spend their final timeout? Let's check. Yes, they will. Mayville uses timeout number 3. Let's take it with them. They're out of them with 4:11 to go here in the 4th quarter. Back after this on Radio Plus.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
All right, Justin. What's the call out of the timeout here from Coach Hilbert? He takes it. He knows it's his last one. Got to get this one here for the Mayville Cardinals.
You haven't seen them really get that rollout pass for Middlestadt. You had Drinkwine open at a point. I mean, obviously, you have Milsna who can kick a field goal from here, but you're not looking for 3. You're looking for 6 because you know WLA's got a lot of time with 4:11 to go.
Got to believe if you're inside the 5, you're going to go for it. Here is that misdirection. Promersberger to Schneider into the end zone. A big-time call from the Cardinals. They go back to that misdirection that they popped off for about 18 earlier, and they get the necessary 7 yards to take a 6-point lead on the Quest Interior scoreboard. What a call.
And what a game from Tanner Schneider we've seen on both sides of the ball. We've said his name defensively. Promersberger with the perfect handoff right in the gut, following his blockers in Bronecki. I'd like to follow guys like that when I got holes like that to run through.
No doubt about it. Bronecki kind of even missed the block a little bit, and it didn't matter. He got enough on the WLA player, and here is a flag. So Milsna's going to get tested here to the tune of an extra 5 yards. So instead of a 20-yarder, it's going to be a 25-yarder. And Middlestadt is pleading his case. He's saying that it was WLA that moved across, but the call has already been made.
It was very close. So you can see on this side here, you got this WLA lineman on the outside. He flinches, and he makes a little bit of a move, and that makes that Mayville guard leave a little bit. I don't see. You see right there.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
I think that's a good call. I don't think he got, obviously, a down the line angle. With that flinch, you would assume he didn't get into the neutral zone.
That being said, that extra point was well good from here, but a little bit more pressure now on Milsna.
Milsna, good snap, good hold. He is perfect. You betcha for Milsna. It's 28-21 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Oh, man, down to the last 4 minutes. After this on Radio Plus Video Sports.
At Musa Sheet Metal, they spend generations building a better everyday life. They don't just build panels, they build a legacy. They're growing, innovating, and pushing the limits again with their brand new 24-gauge stocked steel line. Musa colors created by the Musa team, 25 bold choices ready to go, delivering the best solutions in architectural sheet metal. Say hi to the Musa apprentices. They're your neighbors, your classmates, and the future of the industry. Musa Sheet Metal, revolutionizing steel, building the future. When you hire the attorneys with the Everson Law Office, you're getting more than professional presentation. The attorneys at Everson Law Office are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate, they work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call attorney William Everson at 920-922-7113 or go to everson-law.com. When you
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join.
Good hands there back at Ray Dunn by Cooper Schwalbe. You saw it there in the double screen. That was pelted at him from Milsna, and good job to hang on. He got a couple of yards. So obviously you can't critique not kicking it to Gannon Schwartz. It's the right decision. I know fans maybe are a little frustrated that you're giving WLA the football here at the 45-yard line, but what else are you going to do? I mean, you kick it to Schwartz, this could have been a tie ball game by right now already.
Even if you've kicked the ball to Wiedmeyer, he's been pretty good. He's gotten 20 yards on a return pretty much every time. So you're probably sitting just outside your 40 anyways, so you're not really giving up a whole lot of field position in my opinion.
Gannon Schwartz, what does he have here in the final 4 minutes? They're going to run an option. Schwartz runs into his own player, and he's going to be dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Not an opportune time to run into the back of Adrian Brenner, who was locked up on a block with guess who? Tanner Schneider. And Schwartz is dropped for a 2-yard loss. Like you've said, Justin, a couple of minutes ago, that's only about the second or third lost yardage play, negative yardage play for WLA that doesn't include a penalty tonight.
Right there you see Tanner Schneider getting outside that block of Brenner, forcing Schwartz back upfield and away from the pitchman. He cannot pitch that football because Tanner Schneider is in that lane.
Yeah.
So then he runs into Brenner, and then Schneider makes the tackle.
Good shot there of the center, Caleb Bendix, for the Vikings. Good snap here. And now they're going to do a double pitch, and they're going to throw it back to Gannon Schwartz, and it's over the head of Schwartz. He was open, and Schwartz might still be running now. Dragolovich missed him on an overthrow. Schwartz got to hustle back in there to the pocket.
Now all of a sudden it's third down.
Third down and 12 with 3:04 to go. WLA obviously does not want to have to spend a timeout here on this third down play, Justin. They got to get this play in because you want to save those should you have to punt from a WLA perspective. But I got a feeling if you're the Vikings, you don't want to give that ball back to Landon Baker and company.
Not
with
enough
how they've run the ball here in the second half.
Not enough time, and you don't have enough timeouts probably, even with 3 timeouts.
Mayville crowd is loud and on its feet here, pounding the bleachers. Here's Gannon Schwartz, going to try the right side. Can he outrun Tanner Schneider? Yes, he can. Can he get past Promersberger? He cannot. Promersberger forces him out a yard shy. But a much more manageable 4th down and 1 scenario here for the Vikings. Nice play by Promersberger on that far side.
Haven't seen the misdirection on the quarterback draw, and you get it there. Quarterback draw with a little bit quarterback counter. Takes one step to the left, cuts it back right, has a whole lane outside on the outside numbers. Now you got 4th and 1, and WLA wins these 95% of the time.
WLA thought that Schwartz had picked it up. He was judged to have not done so. Here goes Gannon Schwartz. He's got it. Easy as you like. Gannon Schwartz picks up the first down. And that's presented by Addison Jones Real Estate. Whether you are moving the chains or moving into your new place, Addison Jones is the call. So first down and 10 from the 41-yard line. 2 minutes and 44 seconds. There goes the clock once they reset the chains. In a 7-point game, this has lived up to what we build it to be, Justin, and you always hope that that's the case. And I was telling people all week this would be going to be a one-score game. And here it is with 2:25 to go in the ball game. Mullenbach goes in motion. The give straight up the middle. Have not seen many traditional handoffs tonight. Wiedmeyer picks up a pair on just a inside handoff.
And how long do you wait to burn this first time out? The clock's going to tick to 2 minutes here. Got the ball at the 39-yard line.
Got to love what you've seen from your passing game tonight if you're WLA, though. If you should have to go to that at some point, right?
Already doing 2 passing touchdowns for Gannon Schwartz. I mean, if you're throwing the football, you got 2 guys to throw it to, Dragolovich or Weil. Throw it up to the big fellas and make them make a play.
Here goes Gannon Schwartz. He is going to throw it. He's under pressure. He takes a big shot. Down the field, tipped away, almost picked off. It was Stager on the front end, pelting Schwartz, and then on the back end, tipped by Zitlow, and nearly picked by Emerson Middlestat. Let's take a look.
And we wondered when Brady Zitlow was going to make a big play on that outside. We kind of knew they were going to pick on him all night long. They're looking for him here. Goes off that outside left hand and just barely off the hands of Emerson Middlestat. Couldn't hold on to it. You can see the frustration as he grabs his helmet.
That was a really nice job dropping out of his zone there by Zitlow and helping on that underneath.
And you've seen Mayville in man-to-man most of the night, and they're in a zone there.
7-point lead for the Cardinals. It's 3rd down and 8. Big play here for the Vikings offensively. Man in motion is Frankie Wiedmeyer. It's going to be Schwartz on the misdirection, going back to the right. He fumbled the football, ball on the turf. It's Mayville football. It's poked away from Gannon Schwartz, and Promersberger's on top of it.
It's Owen Stager, the honorable mention All-State defensive lineman. We knew at some point he was going to be involved in this football game. He wraps him up here, and you can see the ball come out as he punches. Owen Stager makes a big play for the Cards.
So 3 timeouts for WLA. The ball game is not over yet, but with the way that Mayville has run the football in the second half, that is going to be tough here for WLA.
It just takes a first down.
Yeah.
Takes a first down.
It's pretty easy for Mayville. Easier said than done, certainly. Emerson Middlestat, big deep breath, sets his line, gives it to Landon Baker. Baker picks up a couple, timeout from the Vikings. We're going to take the timeouts with them. Hear from a couple of our sponsors here back after this on Radio Plus.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
So a timeout there from Winnebago Lutheran there first. Thanks for joining us tonight here on Radio Plus Video Sports. It's been a good one. Jordan King and Justin Schwartzmiller with you here in the Radio Plus broadcast booth. Josh Guy production and directing tonight. Ron Lindgren down on the field. And Kyle Baker as well on the cameras for us this evening. Mayville needs 7 more yards to pretty much ice this thing. Here's Emerson Middlestat, broken play. Middlestat's able to pick up a couple, and he's driven back there. WLA with another timeout after a pickup of 2. It's 3rd down and 5. Another timeout that we're going to take with them here on Radio Plus Video Sports. Back after this.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 68 North Main Street. Patrick Ellistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 201 South Marr Street. Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. And Matt Helmer, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Back here at Ray Dunn Field, we have reached the tipping point here tonight. 3rd down and 5 yards for the Mayville Cardinals to ice this thing away. A first down clinches a level 2 victory against a team that they knew was dangerous. Make no mistake about it, Mayville had the full respect of WLA. WLA had the full respect of Mayville, coming into tonight's action. Big 3rd down and 5. Here's the ball game. It's given. Baker, straight up the middle. Can he break a tackle? He did. Stepped forward. It's 4th down and 1. Timeout by WLA. We're going to sneak 30 seconds in, and we will preview this 4th down when we come back on Radio Plus Video Sports.
We at The Glamour Shop pride ourselves in having a fantastic team that offers unbeatable customer service at rates we can stand behind. Our motto has always been, let's talk about hair. We're a passionate, team-based salon where relationships with our clients are at the heart of everything we do. Our experienced stylists work with you to create the look you've always dreamed of. Whether it's a cut, color, or a fresh style, we invite you to experience The Glamour Shop difference. The Glamour Shop. Call for an appointment today.
Back here at Radon, Justin, what you doing? Gotta go?
It's 4th and a half a yard or a yard, and you're relying on your bigs against their bigs. And in the second half, Mayville's bigs have won. They've done a great job on that offensive line. They're going to go, and there's no timeouts for either team left.
For the game, Mayville needs a yard. Middlestadt sends Promersberger in motion to give to Baker. Baker geeks and sneaks through. 1st down, Cardinals, and they're on to level 3.
You knew
he
where
got
it was
cut
going.
down in the backfield. Sorry, Justin. He just slithered his way through and got the 1st down.
You knew where the ball was going. Everybody in the building knew where the ball was going. It was going to 24. He's going to follow his guys up the middle. And WLA, you can't knock him. What an effort from this Winnebago Lutheran Academy team tonight. This was one of the best games I think we'll have in this run for any team that I've seen in a playoff game in a long time.
I've talked to multiple coaches who believe WLA was better than a 4 seed. Obviously, their resume with 3 losses weren't going to get much better than that. But what a performance. And they showed it out here tonight and acquitted themselves very well against a team that has designs of making a run to Camp Randall in the Mayville Cardinals. What a level 2 contest we had here tonight. The final score, 28-21 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. WLA finishes its season 7-4. Mayville, they're still alive. The Cards win it 28-21. That is the final. Let's take a timeout. We're going to come back. We'll have our Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. Don't touch that dial. We'll hear from the winners down on the field, and we will give you more in terms of stats and recaps here on Radio Plus. Stay with us.
FBS Bank is here to help you achieve your dream of home ownership. For a limited time, we're offering home loans with just $595 closing costs plus title. Whether you're buying a new home or wanting to refinance, our experienced team is here to assist you. Visit our website at fbsbank.com or give us a call at 1-800-242-7880. Our friendly and experienced team will help guide you through the journey with FBS Bank. FBS Bank, banking made personal.
Looking for a change? A new career that checks all of the boxes? Excellent benefits? A great team culture? And plenty of room to grow? Metalcraft of Mayville is looking for candidates like you to fill openings in Mayville, West Bend, and Beaver Dam. Metalcraft truly believes employees make the difference, offering paid training, top wages, and a regularly sanitized, safe workplace. Apply today at mtlcraft.com.
Metalcraft of Mayville.
At the Pioneer Keg, great food meets a fun atmosphere. Dive into their full menu featuring award-winning cheese curds and our homemade pizzas that are simply irresistible. Try the famous Brewmaster Challenge, where the food takes center stage. And if it's Friday, get ready for our amazing Friday fish fry. Check out our relaxed atmosphere, hang with friends, where everyone has a good time. Come thirsty, come hungry, and leave happy. The Pioneer Keg, 122 South Milwaukee Street, Theresa, Wisconsin.
Here at the Wellness Way Fond du Lac, we disrupt the standard approach to healthcare. We understand that common is not normal, And unlike the restrictive healthcare mentality, we dig deeper to find answers to life-restricting health challenges. While focusing on overcoming interference in the body, we go beyond symptom-based care and address your unique physiology, allowing your mind and body to find its way to better health. You don't need to merely get through every day, but rather take control of your life and, more importantly, your health. The Wellness Way Fond du Lac. Do health differently.
Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day. It's ours to take, and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins.
At Ace, your backyard is right in our backyard. So when you need to feed your grass, remove the weeds, or wrangle those leaves, go to the best place that delivers on top brands like Ego, Toro, Steel, and Scotts. Order online and we'll have it ready for pickup in 15 minutes, or we'll deliver it the same day. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Shop at Mayville Ace Hardware for all your lawn and garden needs.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Camera Casino, do you copy?
Yep, loud and clear.
I'm reporting a successful mission from our new location. This new technology is out of this world. Canon, Nikon, Sony, the best images yet. Look at all these new tripods and bags. The best selection south of the sun.
Great. When can we expect the shipment?
In about a week, as long as I don't get stranded.
For stellar products and service, visit Camera Casino at our downtown Oshkosh location.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
Join Ahern and build a better future. Ahern is a mechanical fire protection and fabrication contractor that's been doing business in our community for over 145 years. They're now hiring and typically recruit over 180 positions from across the company. Trades, apprenticeships, office professionals, internships, and much more. Log on to aherncareers.com to learn about the company and the positions they're looking to fill. Build a better future for yourself and your community.
Back here at Ray Dunn here for our Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. Looking for a loan with no hassle? They can help. Local bank, local lenders, your community, your local community bank. Fox Valley Savings Bank. Here with Coach Scott Hilbert. Coach, these guys had your full respect all week. I know that. This is a really good 4 seed that you guys saw here. You knew everything was going to be tight from here on out in the postseason. Just what did it take tonight to find a way to close this thing out?
A really good perseverance. You know, we talked to it right there in the huddle at the end that this game kind of went how we expected it. We knew they would come out really strong, punch, and we had to make sure that we had the counter punch for them. We're a little bit of a disadvantage in terms of that size and that power game. It's so hard to stop, especially when you got a dynamic runner like Gannon behind it. But we told the kids, you're going to find yourself in opportunities of adversity in this game. We need to respond. We just need to hold tight. We need to trust each other. We got to be resilient, you know, and hopefully we can wear them down and get some opportunities, and that's what happened in the second half.
3 turnovers in the second half. They obviously used their size outside with their length and their receivers. Yeah. What'd you like about, obviously, get Joe there with the turnover, an interception, and then I thought Brady really bounced back after getting a couple of big plays, caught on him. Yeah. He bats that one away on the sideline. That was a big play.
It was huge play. I mean, and that's a lot of stress. And I got to really tip my cap to WLA's receivers. They really improved from the beginning of the year. A couple of plays that they were making, they were just making freaking ball plays. Our guys are right there trying to make a play on it, and they were just, they're making it. So that's hard to overcome that, especially when you get pass interference calls and, you don't know how aggressive you want to be. But yeah, the guys stepped up at the end, and we were fortunate to get that big fumble there too.
Then salting it away there. I think it was Owen, at least that's what we thought up in the booth, poking it away from Gannon, getting that final turnover, and then just enough there from Landon to get the first down on the fourth down. A couple of your leaders of this team, Owen on both sides of the ball and Landon on both sides of the ball. Talk about these seniors that have really led this team and get the win here tonight.
I mean, it's been kind of a lopsided year for them in a lot of ways, and it was good for them to recognize how tough football games are, like this, and how much guts you have to have, and they just kind of find it in themselves. And I told these guys coming in here, I wouldn't want any other group of kids to come into, because I know they're tough, I know they're resilient, I know they got a lot of guts, and they have a lot of character, and they have great chemistry as a team. They just always support each other and never get down, and I just think the world of them.
Coach, appreciate a couple of minutes. Let's step aside for 1 minute. We'll come back, talk to a couple of players down here on the field. Mayville gets the 7-point win here. They're headed to level 3 coming up next week. Back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports.
Ergo Bank, we know there's a deposit account to fit your unique needs. Whether you want to earn interest on your balance, or perhaps enjoy cashback rewards, or maybe grow your money over time, Ergo Bank makes it real easy. From savings and checking accounts to savings accounts and, of course, CDs. We can do it all while offering flexible options and convenient access for a banking experience that's built just for you. Ergo Bank, better banking by design. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Early withdrawal penalties may apply.
We're back down here at the field, Ray Dunn, talking here with Owen Stager. And Owen, it looked like you got the hand on the ball there on that Gannon run. You and Owen Bernecki getting together on that tackle. Just what did it take tonight here to just kind of stay patient? You knew the big plays were going to come from them. You guys found a way to turn them over a couple of times there in the second half.
Yeah, we're expecting Gannon to run the ball majority, and we're just waiting for that counter. I was waiting for that counter to come back, and all of a sudden here it came, and then I'm like, I got to go for that ball. I want this game to end quicker than what it should be and not be in such a rush or nervous with the coming down in case they score. But I did it, and Owen Bernecki helped us, and then we had Joe Promsberger on the recovery, and that's really nice that we can actually start recovering the ball now.
This is a big team, probably the team that matches up with you, maybe the only team that's matched up with you guys in the trenches this year. How proud are you of your group up front, what you did here tonight to be able to run the football offensively and then get those key stops when you needed them?
I mean, yeah, we have one of the greatest offensive line coach and defensive line coach. They help us every single day, keep teaching us, learning us new things, and just pointing out things that we can read off the line right away for defense. And then offense, our coach is incredible. We do a 5-man sled every week, and then we put 400, 800 pounds on it sometimes just to push it. And we push it for a good 10 yards, and we keep going, and we never give up, and that's what we like to do. And we like to play our smash mouth football. We don't like passing much, but I'm okay with that. I love running people over. It's the best.
Postseason at Ray Dunn, it doesn't get much better than this, does it?
No, it's incredible.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys next week. We'll
hand
it over here to Tanner. All right, Tanner. Obviously, how about the resilience? Let's start there. You had that ball poked away on the kick return. I know you probably thought you were down there on the kick return, right? But what did it take from you in terms of bouncing back? I mean, it was just a tremendous night running the football for you on that counter and that dive, and just talk about what it took here tonight offensively against a really good defensive team in WLA.
Just got to hold on to the ball. I love running behind my guys. They make the big holes. I just got to run through them.
Landon obviously is carries the load a lot of the time. What's the mindset from you guys when you do get that opportunity? Because defense has really got a key on what he does so well. I'd imagine that's pretty exciting for you guys when you finally get that opportunity.
When we're not carrying out the fakes, we got to just take advantage of what we can do. Get a few yards every play.
Defensively, what was the message from Coach this week in terms of trying to corral Gannon in this running attack? You had to set the edge. That was obviously your job a lot tonight. Just what was the mindset, and what did Coach tell you this week in terms of getting that job done?
Just don't let him get outside. Don't let him run.
How difficult is that, though? I mean, easy to say that, right? And then you see Gannon Schwartz in person, pretty talented runner. Just, how difficult was that? And then what did it take to get the job done?
He's pretty quick. I just got to take on the outside blocker and make sure they come in for my inside backers to take care of.
Last one for you. I just asked Owen, Friday Night Lights at Ray Dunn. Doesn't get much better than that, does it?
No better feeling.
All right, appreciate you. A couple of minutes here, Tanner. Appreciate a couple of minutes from him and Owen Stagger and Coach Scott Hilber. The Cardinals are headed to level 3 coming up next week. Let's take a timeout. Justin Schwartzmiller will join me back down here on the field. We'll close out the Fox Valley Savings Bank postgame show right after this. Stay with us.
At Bernhardt Plumbing, true craftsmen are who we are. Providing customer satisfaction is what we do.
For new construction or remodeling projects, we cover the full spectrum of plumbing design, installation, and code compliance. Bernhardt Plumbing does it right down to the smallest detail.
Our experience with Bernhardt Plumbing has been absolutely fabulous. They are reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and professional.
Since 1954, a legacy of service, quality, and customer satisfaction.
It's more than just a job. It truly is a family. They value you, great pay, great benefits. They definitely care about setting people up for success in their retirement years. I don't see a reason to want to leave.
People have a reluctance to go see the dentist. It's an easy thing to put off or avoid altogether. But one visit to the caring professionals at Fondy Family Dental will change the way you think about the dentist. They provide quality family dental services to all ages in a happy, honest, and efficient manner that teaches and involves you on your custom plan. If you don't have insurance, ask about their new membership plan that can save you money. Call or schedule online today at fondyfamilydental.com.
Let me get you in this used car. There's a bunch of...
Yeah, that's what it feels like at most used car dealerships. Pushy sales tactics, pressure, and no peace of mind.
Schaefer Auto makes buying a car simple and safe, with every vehicle inspected, backed by warranty options, and easy financing that fits your budget so you can get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto, no tackles, no pressure, just the right car for you.
Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is ready for your next project, so be sure to talk to Dave and his experienced staff. You know, from air compressors to chainsaws, excavators, lifts, tools, saws, and so much more. Now, do you have your snowblower tuned up and ready for the upcoming winter season? Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair can do it. Check out their expanded rental lineup, too. Mention the words Radio Rental to get a 10% discount on your next rental. You can find them on Ford Drive on the west side of Fond du Lac.
Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is a proud Echo and Cub Cadet dealer.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Anders Auto Parts, your locally owned bumper-to-bumper auto parts store serving the Fond du Lac area since 1956. Experienced and knowledgeable staff ready to serve you. Anders Auto Parts features PPG and Shopline auto paint, along with PPG Versalon commercial paint. Quality name brand auto parts. Anders Auto Parts, your bumper-to-bumper auto parts store at 16 West Sibley Street, just off North Main Street, behind American Family Insurance.
This is the Fox Valley Savings Bank postgame show. Jordan King, Justin Schwartzmiller with you down here on the field. Justin, I'm just happy. We built this up to be a big-time matchup. It turned out to be one of the best games from around the state, I got to believe, here tonight.
We talked about the fact that these games kind of couldn't be turnovers. They can't have the turnovers, and it ends with too many turnovers in the second half from WLA, and that's kind of how they lost that football game, because for a long time there, they had the momentum, and otherwise, the player of the game would have went to Gannon Schwartz if they won this football game. 100%.
Yeah, Gannon Schwartz, we were just talking about it, 272 yards unofficially from scrimmage here, 96 passing, and then 178 rushing tonight. Just another tremendous game from him all around. You mentioned it, our Marion University player of the game. Log on to marionuniversity.edu to get started today. You could give it to Gannon Schwartz and be absolutely fine with that. How about a Mayville Cardinal if you're going to single one out here tonight?
It's got to go to Landon Baker because in the first half, they bottled him up. Only 10 carries for 39 yards. Just hit 3.9 yards a crack, and he leads most of the time on this team in yards per carry. And he figured it out in the second half. He gets to 125 yards, and they worked him and worked him and worked him. But it opened up because of a guy like Tanner Schneider and Promersberger getting carries out of the wingback position.
Yeah, I mean, Promersberger could also have a shout for that. Recovered a fumble, had an interception. Obviously was his usual good self running the football, but I'm with you. Landon Baker, they just rely on him to tote the rock so often here in this offense. BCI Burke presents our play of the game. Log on to burkecareers.com. That's BURKE careers.com for play that moves you. How can you go with anything else but with Owen Stager? He said it. He was looking, sitting on that counter quarterback run, and he was able to get his hand on the football, poke it away. That was turnover number 3 for the Vikings, and obviously sealed things away for Mayville to get the win.
Your honorable mention all-state returnee gets the job done when you need him most. Your best player on the field, who at majority of the time he is the best player on the football field. You don't see it because he plays a non-skill position. He's an offensive and defensive lineman. But when he's in that position and you give him the chance to make a play, he's going to make a play for the Cardinals.
I think this is game 6 or 7 that we've both seen of these Mayville Cardinals this season. Just how impressed have you been over the course of the year? They've done it all season long, but they just continue. The next challenge is they rise to it, and here against a much improved WLA team that was playing its best football of the year, they don't stumble over this hurdle either.
And I think they'll go back and look at this game, and Scott will tell you right now that they probably didn't play their best game. He thought they probably had more in them, and they're going to have more next week because they got a powerhouse coming in here.
Yeah, we'll get to that coming up in just a couple of minutes. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back here one more time. We'll tell you about that powerhouse that'll be coming here to Mayville next week in Level 3, along with some other scores from the area, and tell you what we got coming up on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. That's when we return on Radio Plus Video Sports. Stay with us.
This is Craig Larson, sales manager with locally owned Dufresne Moving and Storage. Moving is very important to me, and I take pride in making sure our clients are happy with their overall experience at a reasonable cost and done in a high quality manner. We have a crew that is dedicated on taking care of your stuff. Call me today for an estimate at 1-800-425-MOVE or visit us at DufresneMoving.com. Dufresne Moving and Storage of Fond du Lac, making your move and storage of goods simple.
Here at the Wellness Way Fond du Lac, we disrupt the standard approach to healthcare. We understand that common is not normal, and unlike the restrictive healthcare mentality, we dig deeper to find answers to life-restricting health challenges. While focusing on overcoming interference in the body, we go beyond symptom-based care and address your unique physiology, allowing your mind and body to find its way to better health. You don't need to merely get through every day, but rather take control of your life and, more importantly, your health. The Wellness Way Fond du Lac. Do health differently.
The Gather the gang for a meal at Leroy Meats, Horicon, Ripon, and Fox Lake. Perfect tailgating treats include the freshest cuts of beef, chicken, and pork, along with award-winning sausages and cheese. Remember to stop at the Fox Lake location, now bigger and better than ever to meet your needs. Leroy Meats also provides venison processing. For precise cuts and the tastiest products, hunters know to go to Leroy Meats. Find this week's lunch menu, coupons, and hours at LeroyMeats.com. Nobody beats Leroy Meats.
Cleaning your gutters is a pain, but ignoring them could ruin the value of your home. Gutter Helmet is the solution. Choose the perfect color to blend with your home, and our certified technicians will install Gutter Helmet in less than a day. Call Gutter Helmet today to never clean your gutters again.
Dedication, training, giving 100%. Back in Action proudly supports high school athletes on and off the field. From physical and occupational therapy, pre- and post-orthopedic surgery, to work and sports injuries. The staff at Back in Action is trained and dedicated to you and your recovery. Your personal care plan starts with a visit to Back in Action in Fond du Lac, Kewaskum, Mayville, and New Holstein. Back in Action, getting you back in the game. BackinActionRehab.com.
A personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. Their design and selections perfectly crafted for you. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Anders Auto Parts, your locally owned bumper-to-bumper auto parts store serving the Fond du Lac area since 1956. Experienced and knowledgeable staff ready to serve you. Anders Auto Parts features PPG and Shopline auto paint along with PPG Versalon commercial paint. Quality name brand auto parts. Anders Auto Parts, your bumper-to-bumper auto parts store at 16 West Sibley Street, just off North Main Street, behind American Family Insurance.
Welcome back here to Mayville at Ray Dunn one last time here on this Level 2 Friday night. Mayville gets the win on the Quest Interiors scoreboard 28-21 against a pesky fourth-seeded Winnebago Lutheran Academy team here tonight. AirTech presents our next game broadcast. No matter which type of heating system you have in your home, the knowledgeable technicians at AirTech Heating can perform a timely repair if things go wrong. Go to RadioPlusInfo.com for the full schedule. You can also go over to Jeff's live streams and the Radio Plus YouTube channels, and you can hit subscribe there, and you won't miss anything that we got coming up here on Radio Plus and Jeff's live streams. Justin, tomorrow you're following the Central Wisconsin Christian Crusader volleyball team. You've got a long drive ahead of you tomorrow as the Crusaders take on Florence up in Eagle River.
Yeah, sectional finals, a 1-3 matchup. CWC always been ranked the entire year in that Division 5 volleyball, and we thought there might be a chance we get some other local teams that make a run at going to state, but CWC the one that seems to be right on the edge of going.
They're the only volleyball team that is still alive. No area soccer teams alive either. Coming up next week, Level 4 football for Oakfield. They're still alive. They got a big-time win tonight.
Beat Sevastopol 38-0, and when I talked to Coach Rickard, he said this team, that Sevastopol team, was going to be a good team. It was a tough team because they can throw and run, and just like Oakfield, who can throw and run, but apparently it wasn't too tough because it was 38-0.
Couldn't throw and run tonight against Oakfield. And then obviously Mayville gets the win here tonight against WLA. They move on. They're going to welcome in Amherst next weekend, and that's a really good Amherst team with a lot of tradition that's going to be coming here to Ray Dunn coming up next week.
Similar styles, too. Amherst runs a triple option and maybe a little bit more option-y than Mayville runs in the wing T. It's going to be another one of those ground-and-pound football games. Both teams are going to be hard-hitting. Amherst, always a very big team.
At the last look, looked like Springs was not going to advance to Level 3, unfortunately. They were at Cedar Grove, Belgium. The Rockets were in well control of that contest and moving on to the next round. So just looks like it's going to be two football teams, Oakfield in Level 4. Mayville here in Level 3. We'll have both of those on the Jeff's live streams, Radio Plus family of networks, and we'll see what happens with Central Wisconsin Christian if they can punch their ticket to state in volleyball. I will tell you this, from a Flyway Focus perspective, I'm paying attention tomorrow to cross country. It's state cross country tomorrow in Wisconsin Rapids. 2 teams went. Campbell Sport went once again as a boys team. Lemira punched their ticket for the 3rd consecutive year on the girls' side of things, and then a couple of individuals. Ameral's quarterback, Lucas Kasabuski, played a Friday night football game, woke up early, drove over to Valders or Manitowoc or wherever it was. He qualified as an individual, and then Trey Kays from Laconia also qualified for state as an individual. So that's something else we're keeping an eye on, obviously out of the Flyway Conference coming up tomorrow. And we'll have all of that coming up on tomorrow morning Sports Report and then Monday Sports Report. You can find that on YouTube or Spotify for the Flyway Focus Sports Report. All right, that's going to do it for Justin and me down here. Ron on the cameras and production, directing, do it all up there. Josh did a terrific job here tonight as well. Want to thank all of them. They do the tough jobs. They make it easy on Justin and I. The final score here from Mayville, 28-21. The Cards get a win against the upset-minded WLA Vikings. 3 turnovers in the second half was the big was the big turning point for the Vikings, turning the ball over 3 times in the second half. Want to thank you for tuning in tonight. All our sponsors up and down the line. Thanks to Mayville, as always, for the great hospitality that they always provide us. Thanks to Coach Hilber. Thanks to Coach Lair for the access that they always give us to their teams. Jordan King, Justin Schwartzmiller saying so long. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week. Level 3 football. It'll be Mayville and Amherst, and you'll watch it on Radio Plus Video Sports. Good night.
Thanks to our Radio Plus Video Sports sponsors.
Edward Jones, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic, Bondi Family Dental,
Sargento Cheese, Lens Truck Center, Right Way Home Improvement, Taco Bell,
Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive, Quest Interiors, Wisconsin Lighting Lab,
BCI Burke, Marian University, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Musa Sheet Metal,
Coal Oil and Propane, Dufresne Moving and Storage, Marco Tax Service, Winnebago Lutheran Academy,
Bob's Pizza, AirTech, Silica for your home, The Wellness Way,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Roush Insurance, Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy,
Bristol Morgan Bank, New Medical Center, Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Hopper's Silk Screen and Embroidery,
Smith Builders, National Exchange Bank and Trust, Brad Tagliapietra, American Family Insurance Agent, Everson Law Office,
Michaels Corporation, Aurora Healthcare, Vogel Family Dentistry, Anders Auto Parts, Schaefer Auto, Keller Buildings,
Sir Rower Family Dental,